Mm-hmm.
Hey, folks, welcome back to We Watch the Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And this is Friday Night Fights, The Return to the Darkness, 2.5967400.
Set it off on the left jaw. Set it off on the right jaw. Set it off. Set it off. Yeah, set it off.
Is that rap song from the movie Set It Off?
No, it's I heard it on The Principal with
oh man, what a good
what's
movie.
his name? John Belushi. No, James Belushi.
Oh yeah, I was getting confused.
Yeah. James Belushi. That's a badass movie, dude. Loved it.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, some people dropped a couple super chats before the thing even began. Thank you, Marcus Myers, GTA V Car Stunts. Thank you, Wicked Mary. Appreciate that, you folks. That's a cute little fox that's in there. How's y'all's Friday night doing? How's your Friday night doing, Jay?
It's pretty interesting. Do you know, I was reading earlier today about, do you know the FTC is investigating McDonald's broken McFlurry machines? Like legit.
See that.
Yeah. You know what it is I think it's going to be like a documentary, dude, that's going to be on HBO Max in about 2 years. It's going to be called The McTrouble with the McFlurry or something like that. But I don't, because I think the Federal Trade Commission said they're opening up an investigation based on the Wall Street Journal is what's reporting this. But because of numerous lawsuits that people have filed against McDonald's because those goddamn McFlurries are never made and they can't be made because you know what it is? I think Ronald McDonald hides his Horcruxes in all those machines. Like he has to hide his soul so he can always stay alive. But you know what's strange? I just never got like, why the hell would you get that fucking upset? I mean, I get it. You want, a little fattening, McFlurry to go with your Big Mac or something, but just go to Dairy Queen. I mean, he literally has fucking dairy in the name.
Yeah.
That's where you can get the best ice cream.
Ironically, though, I mean, it is true though. When you do go by McDonald's, like it seems like they're. I always just thought it was the employees being like, I don't want to make you a fucking ice cream.
I
definitely don't want to change that machine out. God damn, son. But
that's why I think it's just laziness.
Well, I think that what it is the contract they have with the people who sold them the McFlurry machines. Those people like have a really expensive contract, and they'll only come. They're the only ones allowed to work on their machines. So if it breaks, they have to wait for those people to come. I don't know how true that is, but I think everybody at McDonald's is just smoking dope behind the trash.
What if they have just like a shit ton of like Colombian sweet booger sugar just stored up in that bitch, and it's all over. That's how they fund McDonald's, and that's how it's a world power.
Slushies. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's like people brought lawsuits against them. Like, let's be honest. If you go to McDonald's, like the last thing I'm thinking of is getting a McFlurry anyway. I don't even think of them. I just think of like, oh, I'm just getting a chicken nugget meal or something like that. If you're gonna get any ice cream, you go get a Blizzard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. McDonald's kills me too, dude, because like I take the kids there all the time. It's Ellie's favorite place to eat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so before she started school, like constantly, like, all right, what do you want for lunch? It's always.
I wish I had kids too that I could hide behind. It's like it's her favorite place to eat.
Well, I'd be on a diet or something, and like I'd go there, and I'm like, I'm not getting nothing, and then I'd smell the
smells
food
so
in the
fucking good.
That's an addiction, dude. It's an addiction to those delicious fries that gets in you, and then you see the menu, like you're not even hungry. $26 in the drive-through later, you've got a spicy chicken sandwich, and like some your diet's fucked for the day.
I know.
It's like I'm not gonna not eat it. I'm not gonna watch you eat it. But I'm not.
I mean, you're not going to not get Randy Jackson's autograph on a katana sword. I mean, and you could smell that shit when you're like driving by, like just that. If you have your window down in the summer and that makes, oh my god, and it's probably not even real meat, but it smells so fucking good.
It hits you, dude. BK has a good smell to it too, man. Those flame broiled smells piping out. You see the smoke just coming out of BK, and you're like, God damn, that'd be nice right now.
Well, you know what's gonna be interesting? What they turn up. Like the FTC, it's a legit thing if they're actually investigating McDonald's Corporation and McDonald's has to come out and say, well, we have fucking lazy employees.
Well, technically, yeah. If you think about that, dude, like if you're offering something to the people, if you're advertising that you have McFlurries, and then it seems like this worldwide conspiracy that no one can ever get the McFlurries, technically, maybe they lose money on the McFlurries. So they constantly let the systems go down, and then the employees don't give a fuck. So then technically that's misleading the consumer. So I get why the FTC's looking at this. I think the FTC should look into shit like this more fucking often. Like why?
I thought you were going to say FCC.
FCC.
Like no. I don't know. It's gonna. I just saw it. It's literally trended. Yeah, like people are really interested in this case. I was like, well, I mean, it's just been a mystery. I always felt like it was one of those mysteries. Who built the pyramids? Is there an Area 51 with aliens in it? Why is the McFlurry machine broken? It's just one of those facts of life that you have to accept as a mystery.
Absolutely, my
friend. So you're never going to uncover it. It's just not going to happen. Did the pyramid thing have a real curse on it? What was that? Fucking King Midas? No, that was that turns people to gold. What the fuck was that Sphinx name? Or the mummy? Well, not the Sphinx.
I don't remember at all. I don't know.
King Tut.
I said that. Yeah, it was just a guess, but I said
Tut
King
McFut. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Brad Blitch, thanks, man. He says, hope you guys are happy today. And he's even got a smiley face icon. I hope you're fucking happy today, man. I'm having a great day. Yeah.
Iron Wolf said Hemotep. It's like, no, death is only the beginning.
Hemotep. Hey, we got, so we're doing Friday Night Fights tonight, as we said. And also, we have a special guest coming on the show tonight. When he gets done with his other stream, we're having Riley from Slash and Cast on to help us officiate this goddamn thing. Awesome fucking dude. Many of you guys know him, and Jason is his, he is to Jason what Michael Myers is to us. Did I say that right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's his baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really happy. I mean, we brought in the big guns because Mike and I don't know shit about Jason. I know that he like lived in Crystal Lake, and then he killed a bunch of kids on Elm Street, and he worked for a corporation called the Silver Shamrock.
Got a little wiener.
Yeah, that's what I know about it. So it's gonna be interesting to have the big guns come in, the expert. And God bless him. God bless him. He's going to lower his own channel's worth down by appearing on ours because, we're just unfunny assholes that no one likes. So that's really good. By the way, I know that's true because I've read comments.
Yeah.
I did read this one where it was like, I hate you both equally. I just can't decide which one. I was like, well, that's nice. You should set up a poll and send it to your mom.
What's up, Bat Seal? Thanks, man. He said, howdy, Michael J. Wish me luck to ask out a girl. Also,
good luck. Can
Jay sing Down Easter Alexa by Slenderman? I don't know what Down Easter Alexa is.
It's Billy Joel. Oh me on the Down Easter Alexa. And me, oh my God, I can't remember all the words. It's been a while. I'll get back to you on that because I don't want to like waste everybody's time trying to figure it out. I look like literally an asshole that can't read trying to learn Rosetta Stone. It's awful when I can't remember the lyrics. I'll get back to you, and I promise I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you nice and long.
Dude, sorry, I was reading the comment.
Telling me is trolling Atlantis. It's a great song, man. It's a really badass song. Like when you hear that song, it makes you want. I don't even fish, but it makes me want to go out and fish.
Hey, you know what song makes me want to fish? Fucking
Chattanooga, way down yonder.
No, what's his Brad Paisley, buddy? Well, I love her, but I love to fish. Spend all day out on that lake, and hell is all I catch. You don't know that song?
I don't know.
That's a fucking great song.
No, I don't know that song.
That's a great fucking song. It's not only about fishing. It's about your woman not letting you do what you're passionate about, and then you leave her or she leaves you.
I just thought I'd go with sitting by the dock of the bay. That just sounds like easier.
Under the bridge.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have. Yeah. Well, I'll do some crack while I'm down here fishing, and I'll have Under the Bridge going.
Bat Seal, though, a little tip of advice, just a tip. Ouch, you're on my hair for asking a girl out. I haven't done it in a very long time, obviously, because that would be fucking inappropriate. But I'll tell you, the number one lesson I learned in my life is when you go to ask, you fucking go with confidence, my friend. You go in there going, I'm just having a hard time asking this question. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because she's either going to say no or she's going to say yes. That yes might be a yes, but if you go in there all like shy and shit, it could turn into a no real quick.
Well, you could slide the angle if you're really confident in the shy guy thing because they might think it's cute. Pass her a note and say, check yes or no. Like, do you want to be my girlfriend? I mean, it might come off creepy now.
Yeah,
it might come out if you're sitting across the bar going, staring at her while you passed her the note.
You go up, throw a piece of paper down, be like, "Hey, girl, write your number down before I don't want it no more."
Yeah, that works. Listen, if you go to if it's at a karaoke bar, like that, my move always worked. I would just slide my arm into him, just ask him like, "Hey, what song are you singing?"
Yeah. But I'm saying if you know her already and you're like friends, especially if you're trying to get out of the friend zone. I did that once and I fucking just crashed and burned. I sat there like, oh, it's just so hard to say. I don't know. And it came out like the most horrible, like, I like you. And then like, dude, her any sexual attraction she had to me at that point just fucking tanked into the river. Because it was like, this guy's too scared to even ask me a question. And I've known him all this time. What's he going to be like in bed? He's going to be terrible. He's going to flop around and,
a short, floppy answer.
Yeah, I wanted
just
to say
like your sex life. I know.
My daughter has someone over, so I don't want to say anything too.
I don't know. For me, yeah. And I'm terrible. I'm even now I wouldn't. I'd be like, so look, I think there's a connection. I don't know if you felt it, but I felt it. I felt it for a long time ago, and I just feel like now is the time to like. See, I fucked already. It's like Hulu. Like it sounds like some shit out of the Notebook.
The word connection completely.
Yeah,
He's
like, well, you could just get like, girl, you want to fuck or what? Like just
man.
like
It's hard.
Edward Santiago said it correct. He's like, well, don't do that because you're going to get arrested. But he's like, just pull it out and see what happens.
I don't know how old you are, what your situation is.
You like it, the goods. You like it, the goods.
Whatever they are, don't pull your dick out.
Yeah, don't pull your wiener out. It's not the same as when girls pull their titties out Mardi Gras. You're not going to get beads and smiles. You're going to get handcuffs.
Wicked Mary, thank you very much. Says, bros, I subscribed a little while ago, so literally can't chat for 20 minutes. I'm so stoked. I just stumbled upon this. Horror fan here, 100% woot. Hey, Wicked Mary, thanks. It's so cool to have somebody
awesome,
new. And the reason we have to do that, it's not to be dicks, is because we had somebody creating multiple accounts and spamming and ruining the stream for everybody who is just here to have a good time. And so that stops them from doing that. So that's the reason we have to do that. And we'll see when we get into the future, maybe we won't have to do that anymore. Hopefully we'll see. We just wanted to make the experience better for you guys that are here.
Yeah, I think the future is going to be even worse. We're going to have to make it like just going.
What are you going to do, dude?
We're going to have to do one of those like club memberships only where they have to get a little emoji by their name for them to even comment.
Yeah, we're going to have to cover our faces and you'll just hear that dark voice like, like when someone doesn't want their face to be shown.
Oh, yeah. Those true crimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go into witness protection.
Yeah, you can make that. You can make the blurry sound for your voice, and I'll do Claw from Inspector Gadget. I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
That's pretty good. Carrie Crownless, that's a good one too. You remember the you and me going fishing in the dark, flying on back and counting the stars with the cool crest grows. You remember that song?
Hell no, I'm not gonna go.
Great fucking song.
Dude, first off, if I heard that sound coming from down the road and someone was supposed to pick me up, go fishing, first off, I'm picturing a dirty ass beat up F-150 truck with some wee flags on the back, and then I'm thinking like an overweight, nasty looking burly guy, and they're gonna say it's gonna turn into you got a pretty mouth, but what's that movie called? Deliverance. That's it. And we live in like Kentucky, so like that shit's extreme for me. If I hear that rolling up, I'm fucking running. I'm Forrest Gumping out.
Yeah, I don't fish just because I feel bad for the little fish.
I do too. I don't like to do it. I look at their face and I'm like, God, I'm a murderer. I'm a piece of shit.
No disrespect to anybody who does fish. I know it's a very common thing, and I eat fish, so I can't talk about. All I know is that little fucker's on that hook and he's looking at me with his bug eyes. I'm like, I can't fucking do it.
Dude, I went with my dad and Cody and my brother, and they all had fun, and I hooked one, and I saw it was going like it was dying, and I was like, it just wants to fucking breathe, and I took it off real quick, and I was like, I'm sorry, because it hurt, and I threw it back out, and then it just floated, because I think I ripped its fucking throat out with the hook, and I was like, shit, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, man, that's exactly, I know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Plus they're all
I hate that, yeah.
Spiky. Darren Kersey says, I'm already drunk and I love you two studs. Thanks for always being so cool to your LGBT fans like myself. Much love from Beantown. Oh, Beantown.
Bo show.
Turkey's done. We love you, Darren.
Show.
Thanks, man, for the kind words. Absolutely, my friend. Anthony Fitzgerald says, happy to see Friday Night Fights back. Would you be more interested in a Lost Boys or a Monster Squad remake?
I'm going to go.
No.
I don't want either one of them to be remade, honestly. But
Squad,
I'm in the goddamn club, aren't I? But I do like, I don't know. Monster Squad, I could see it being updated, but I mean, Lost Boys is just a timeless classic. It really would be a fucking pointless thing to do that.
Yeah.
Plus, the great Corey Haim is gone, so you're never going to replace that guy.
Yeah. Then at least the only problem, of course, with Monster Squad is they're gonna nerf the shit out of that thing, man. That movie had some nuts to it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're not gonna be able to get away with half the stuff they did. So will it be the same? No, but it could be a neat little gateway horror thing, for younger kids to get into horror.
What's another way to kill it?
What's the fucking point?
Yeah, Lost Boys will never be touched. That's like fucking with the Beatles' White Album or something. That it's classic. Yep. But it's like, what's the other way to kill a werewolf? Silver bullet. Well, okay, what's the other way? What do you mean? There's only one way. He's like, no. He's like, okay, well, what's the other way? He's like, old age, falling out of a tree. I love that scene, dude. Like, dynamite. But yeah, Monster Squad could do with an update, I guess. But it's so good the way that it is too, because I love that 80s feel that the Monster Squad has, and it's got rock until you drop, dance until your cock falls off. I know that part wasn't in there, but if it was remade by Tyga, it would be.
Courtney Reed, thanks, buddy. Hey, I'm glad to see you here, dude. Are you gonna count for us tonight? Will you count for us, please? He says, I put cotton honey on my chest and said Candyman 5 times in the mirror. Candyman stood me up. That's all right. He's gonna come to your fucking bed later. The honey is actually what kept him away. He wants the honey in your butt.
That's right. He wants that dark chocolate honey. He wants that fucking nice sweet sauce.
He wants that butt honey, Courtney.
He wants that the honey nut dip. That sweet and sour sauce.
He wants to get stuck in your butt because it's so sticky.
God, dude. Didn't you say one of your daughter's like friends is sleeping over? You're talking about getting stuck in butts.
They're far away at the moment. I could hear footsteps if they come around. Cody Buchanan said, "My son Ashton has 15th birthday this Monday and passed his driving class. He gets to drive me around now. Can he get a shout out from Marky Mark?" Well, let me tell you something, Ashton. What's beautiful about you having your fucking license, my friend, is that your dad could be sitting at home watching the fucking Packers game, watching the fucking Bruins game. I don't know what the fuck you people watch over there, but he could just be sitting there and he'd be like, you know what? I want a fucking snow cone. He said, hey, Ashton, go get me a fucking snow cone. Ashton, you get your ass in that fucking car and you go get him a fucking snow cone. You know what I'm saying? Because I swear to God, if you get your license and you're not running around doing errands for your fucking pants, what's the fucking point? That's all I'm saying. You got to go head body. Let your son go to the fucking grocery store. Give him a fake fucking ID. Let him go to the liquor store. Get you a pint of Jim Beam. Anyway, happy 15th birthday, Ashton. And enjoy the freedom.
Sound like every boss. You sound like every parole officer in Boston trying to do good services for the youth.
Hey, man, you better get your ass down to that fucking rec center.
You sound like one of those priests that talks like with the lingo, but you know that he's really holy, but he's an asshole at the same time. Kind of like I just watched that dude. Kind of like, well, yeah, he did have an accent. Sleepers. Yeah. Badass movie, dude. Holy shit. Robert De Niro was great in that.
I gotta watch that again. It's been forever. But that comes from two experience because I can't wait till my daughter gets her fucking license, dude, because hey, go to Starbucks. Go fucking get me some ice. Go get me a fucking burrito. Like, you never have to leave the house again, Cody. It's beautiful. Yeah. It's fucking beautiful. Good for you guys, both of you.
So it's your own personal Uber Eats that doesn't charge you.
Exactly.
That's it.
Rock Pit Knowledge, thanks, man. He says, hey, you guys.
I heard somebody say that too about the Goonies being remade, and I was like, that would really send up a lot of people pissed off about that. Holy shit.
Unnecessary, dude. Like, so unnecessary. 100%, 10,000% completely. Evan Collins says, you guys have got me through 8 weeks off work from a back injury. Well, the 8 weeks off work part was probably fun. Maybe not the back injury so much. Said, big shout out from Mount Sterling. Sorry you got punched here.
Yeah, Mike did. He got laid the fuck out. But you didn't get knocked out.
I stood up and I ate that fucking punch.
Yeah, but we were supposed to hang out for longer, and you're like, I just want to go home.
Yeah, because the reason I got punched is because I was talking shit because I've been out drinking whiskey for 7 hours starting at 8 o'clock in the morning. But that's a whole nother story. I got sucker punched, by the way. Hardcore.
Well, yeah, you did. And then that guy was an asshole. And I knew you were getting, because you were being like, I told you to leave him alone. I was like, that guy's a redneck as fuck. I could smell his butt crack from here. Don't fuck with him. And you're like, no, man, let's play darts for money. And it's like, no, dude, we just play for fun. And that guy was like, get away from me, god damn it. And you're like, we'll play for fun. Like, you fucking idiot. I was like, that guy's probably got a switchblade.
That's why I didn't return swing, because he was like, you want to go outside? I looked outside.
Yeah, you know, his brother was nice though.
Yeah, he was. There's like a 4-foot drop off into a fucking street where cars are zooming by, and this dude's got a fucking leather biker jacket on. I'm like, there is a fucking switchblade in there, if not a butterfly knife for sure. And his friend's there. I was like, let me tell you something. Here's your $2 from the jukebox. I'm leaving.
No, I gave it to him. I got between you and him, and he was like, no, the guy literally, I was trying to be like, hey, whoa. He's like, get your goddamn hands off me. I'm like, all right, dude, I want to touch you. And I was like, here's the $2. Just go away, sir. Leave me and my boyfriend alone. And then he was like, because I was dressed like this, I'm sure. And he was like, no, I want him to give it to me. And so I was like, all right. And I put it behind my back and I gave it to Mike. I was like, Mike, give this to me. And then Mike gave it to him. That was it. That was the end of the conversation.
That was the whole argument. It was over a goddamn
But it was weird. It was right across the street from a police station.
Yeah, he thought I stole his fucking jukebox song. And he probably had the police in his pocket. I probably would be like, help me. And the police would fucking start stomping on my ass too. I was in a bad way, in a bad bar, on a bad side of town, in a place that did not need to be, and had way too much of the juju juice inside of me for anything like that to happen. Yeah. But yeah, terrible time. But anyway, he says, sorry about your back, man, and sorry that you live in Sterling.
I hope your back feels better. But I will say, I hope your back feels better, and thank you so much. But fuck, I'm never going back to Mount Sterling. I could smell death when I walked into the downtown area. I used to work up around there. Fuck that.
We had no business being in that part of town, my friend. He says, of all the unmade scripts, which one would you like to see made? Oh, that's I'm going to just say Halloween Returns, because that sounded dope as fuck.
I want the one where Michael becomes a giant fucking King Kong guy.
Yeah, Halloween 4. Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which I couldn't remember. Honestly, just for like, again, one for shits and giggles and just for fun, like something that was released only on like HBO Max or Netflix. It just a one-off alternative movie. I would really love to see the Michael Myers versus Pinhead storyline unfold with with the good writers and shit. I'd like to see that one.
I like that one. I like that one a lot. Hey, Classic White Bread with a huge fucking super chat. Thank you so much. Says love you guys. Love you too. And I love fucking bread. And I'm on a no carb thing right now, but I will eat bread out of your hands. That's what I'll
suck your dick. Is that low carb?
He said,
I think so.
I
hey, by the way, JT Customs. I didn't hear. I did hear about. Did you hear about that? The Halloween 5. That they're releasing the footage.
Yeah, I did.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if I'll pick it up or not,
but not the SWAT team footage, and it's $30 for the thing. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
YouTube after it's out, but
I got child support and shit up there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, thank you so much. That is a really, really generous super chat. And we really do appreciate it. Thanks, man. We love you too. Or woman. Bread can be any gender. And we'll have sex with you for both. Hey, the Merkin's in here. Love y'all too, you sexual bitches.
Hey, Roy.
Roy, you motherfucker.
Get the fuck out of our chat, Roy. God, you're so talented, you sexy bastard. Jesus.
Plot twist. Roy's the one who punched me in Mount Sterling.
You know what?
He took off his fucking mask and just popped me in the face.
Yeah, I could see it. I feel like you annoy the fuck out of me, you asshole. And then pop.
Edward Santiago says, Jay, can you say... Wow. I read that. I was about to be like, what the fuck, Eduardo? He said, Jay, can you say fuck, F-A-W-K, fuck off gadget in the claw voice, please? And thank you. Mike, stay golden. I will.
Fuck.
Fuck off gadget. But I think you can say fuck. I don't think Super Chat will allow you to curse.
Oh, I see. Okay. Fuck off gadget. Fuck off. It sounds like terrible indigestion.
I don't even remember that voice. It makes me laugh when you do it.
Yeah, but I can't remember. I never really watched Inspector Gadget consistently or anything. I just remember the Dr. Claw voice. It was kind of gnarly.
Oh shit, man! Kevin, another fucking super generous super chat. Thank you guys so much, man. Being kind to us on this Friday night in Kansas.
We likes it.
Kevin Williams, thank you so much, man. He says, if you guys ran a relationship podcast, I would definitely subscribe. Y'all are the absolute best. Keep up the good stuff. Well, here's the problem with that. We have about as much good relationship advice to take us through about 2 to 2.5 episodes.
I thought you meant the channel Vice. Like they cover like murders and shit.
No, like relationship advice would end pretty soon. I don't know if either of us are probably qualified for that. I mean, I have a good relationship with my wife, but
I think the dark history of my relationship, so I don't think that's gonna be. I think it'll just be like fucking bitter and mean towards everything.
Don't do that good either. But hey, that's what they say. Failure makes perfect. No, that's not how that goes. But you learn from failure, right?
Yeah, I guess.
We've both failed with women many times. So maybe we would be like a nice hey there, Delilah.
Didn't they do that with Dr. Drew and what was the other guy's name? Didn't they used to have one like the Man Show? Didn't he used to give out relationship advice at the end? Yeah,
and they did basically Loveline. They would do that too. I mean, it's mostly about STDs and butt sex, but Loveline was the shit, dude. I used to watch that all the time. Yeah. But thanks so much, Kevin. Man, that's so sweet, dude. And I actually would love to do relationship podcasts. I just feel like it would be irresponsible. I feel like we would just fuck up people's relationships. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably so.
It does remind me of when we were younger, dude. When you would be fighting with your girlfriend in the office, in Big Dad's office in there. You remember that time you were fighting with your girlfriend? I had a big yellow notepad out, and I was like writing, telling you what to say. I was like, no, dude, say this.
Was that when I was on the phone?
Fuck yeah, you were on the phone with her, and I'm writing down on a notepad.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say she was not in Big Dad's office where I'm sitting behind the desk screaming at her like I'm Lex Luthor.
No, she's on the phone. But I was listening on that. I picked up the other phone. I was like, dude, say this. Tell her that. Tell her fucking mom's a bitch, dude.
Yeah, and then I'd be stupid. I'd be like Charles Barkley reading off a teleprompter. It's like, your mom's a bitch. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
This was like 6th grade or some shit. We used to do that. Anthony Stamps, thanks, man. He says, shout out to Mike and Jay for being the best people I've had the pleasure of watching on YouTube. Keep up the amazing work. And can my friend Adrian Caldwell get a shout out from Loomis? Adrian Caldwell.
Adrian Caldwell. Your last name sounds like you're making a witch's brew in an outhouse somewhere. Caldwell. I don't even like it. I hope you're having a good evening. And the only Adrian I know was married to Rocky. And then she died. So maybe change your name. And also, your last name's stupid. You just sound like a hocus pocus extra. But I hope you have a good evening, Adrian Caldwell. Your name just sounds dumb. It also sounds like a discontinued pair of boots.
It does.
It's like, I got the new Adrian Caldwell's, size 12. Yeah, did you get your money? Did you get the receipt? Take them back. They look like rip-off Timberlands. You piece of shit, poor asshole. Anyway, have a good evening.
When you said that his name sounds like that, I felt like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar when he's like, I'm a bad father. And he's like, how about that? I really am.
I always part made me kind of like sad.
Yeah, it did.
It's like, no, you're not.
Don't lie to yourself, Jim. Eric James, thanks so much, buddy. He says, hope everyone is well tonight and your genitalias are in working order. Soft and shriveled to the left, but other than that, pretty great. I snagged tickets to see Scream's 25th anniversary next week in theaters. I already took 6 Viagras to pregame. I am peeing blood tonight.
Holy
this
shit,
gonna
man!
Have nuts in it.
If you fall face forward, you'll be like a kickstand for a bike. You call you fucking tripods.
Those fucking kids could use you as a teeter-totter, man.
Yeah, you could do a magician trick. You're like, hey kids, you want to see me float? Except maybe don't do it in front of kids.
You're not floating. I see your wiener. Yeah. Nerd's Eye View, still love the name, man. Thank you. Says, hey guys, last week I was watching The Exorcist and all the lights turned off, including my TV. No power outage in the neighborhood, just my room and the lights turned off. Isn't that creepy? Dude, when we were watching, our fucking Oreos came flying out of the goddamn cabinet.
Yeah, dude.
Right when we were blaspheming on Pazuzu.
We were talking mad shit on Pazuzu, and then literally Pazuzu was like, "You gonna talk shit? You gonna learn today?" And he threw that fucking Oreo right at our face.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
You know what? But Pazuzu was probably like, taste the fucking diabetes flavor. He's like, eat it.
No milk either.
Yeah, I'm never doing that again. I think that the next time Mike and I should just dress up in holy robes and watch The Exorcist, not make any jokes whatsoever, except like never contact a demon through the boards of Ouija's.
You should just move, dude. You should definitely move.
Captain Howdy. No, howdy dowdy.
Brad Blitch says, can't tell you how many times I had to stop for bread or milk after getting my license. That's what I'm saying, man. That's how it fucking works. You want to get out of the house. Your parents don't want to ever leave the house if they don't have to. It's a great relationship once your kids get their license. I can't fucking wait.
You almost wrecked on my first day after I passed.
I did too. I was drinking a fucking slushie and like trying to get the sauce or the wateriness mixed in, and I was just mixing it in. I was sitting on a hill, parked at a light, and just started rolling. I looked up and just about slammed right into the car in front of me. Yeah,
dude. Well, I was with my brother, and we were coming. I was at a stop sign, and I was just looking the one way. I didn't do, obviously look both ways, and I was gonna go. I mean, I was jamming out to Backstreet Boys. I had it on tape, so I just couldn't think about it. Maybe it was NSYNC. I did. I know I did. Had it turned up, and Cody was like, "Dude, fucking don't turn it up." But I roll, and this fucking garbage truck was like had to slam on its brake, and it was like right there, and I could hear the guy. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he had his he hit the horn, and I was going. I did that white girl thing. Well, I went, sorry. I was like, I looked in the rearview mirror, and I was like, sorry. I almost died.
You almost got fucking rock stomped in Winchester. Joe Fitz, thanks, buddy. He says, would you rather watch Rob Zombie's Halloween for the rest of your life or have Busta Rhymes play the next Michael Myers?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. How dare you bring these dark thoughts upon our brains in this early evening?
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I'm going to go with the Busta Rhymes option because at least it's over quickly.
Well, not if he's going to play Michael Myers forever.
He said just in the next Michael Myers.
Oh, in the next one.
Myers, yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with that option because I'd always pretend like he's just faking it. He's not the real one.
Yeah.
Like you know what I would feel like he was Roy from Part 5. I would be like, yeah, he's just a guy that went psycho and put on the mask.
There you go. Hey, the Merkin said, hope life is going better, Jay. We are all here for you.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that.
Lovely gentlemen over there, and they're amazing in the bedroom as well.
They are very nice, and they lube you up, which is usually you don't get that.
That is absolutely.
I really appreciate that, Roy. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Aces says, I just saw Chud on Prime for the first time ever. I remember seeing the movie poster back in the day. Funky monster movie, had a few legends in it. I haven't had a chance to see Chud. It's been on my list for some time.
Yeah,
Chud.
I remember Chud. Yeah.
Chud.
You call people well, no, now you call them Chode.
Chode, yeah.
You're like, you fucking Chode. I don't even know what that means, really.
In the party zone. Gary Catlow says they remade Point Break and the idiots are going to remake Scarface now. I know Scarface itself is a remake, but it's way better than the original and they should never remake it. Yeah, I don't see the fucking point. Just let it fucking live its life.
I think they're basing it more on in the Scarface, the remake more based on the realism of the actual events that occurred around the time, Scarface happened. I mean, I think that was one of the main. But I mean, where do you go from, it's Al fucking Pacino. It's one of his best, most defining moments ever in cinema history. And you're just going to replace him with anybody?
Ain't no fucking body. gonna replace Al Pacino, man.
You sound like fucking Robert De Niro in This Boy's Life. Don't fucking cry, you little girl. Be a man. Sit up, be a man.
You went over my fucking head.
You gotta see that movie, dude. Holy shit.
I know.
Cringe and fucking it makes you feel so weird.
Yeah, I don't want to. Colton Candler says, happy Friday, y'all. I'm leaving for Charlotte tomorrow for the Mad Monster Horror Convention. Can't wait. Well, we're fucking jealous, so go fuck yourself.
Where's he going?
Mad Monster Convention.
Where's my fucking ticket?
In Charlotte. Dude, I really want to be there. That's awesome for you, though, Colton. Love you, buddy. Mercurio, thank you. He said, hey, Mike, I was messing around with the face swapping app, and I put your face on Robert De Niro in Casino. That's fucking weird, dude. We just did that. He commented that before we fucking said anything. What the fuck?
A lot of psychics out here. A lot of Theos and Cleos.
Logan Hidesy says, damn, guys, spending my night waiting in urgent care to see if something's wrong with my leg because my leg might be infected from the dog bite. Fuck, man.
Ooh, fuck,
at least I got you guys to entertain me till I find out. Hey, man.
Goddamn Cujo, asshole.
Strong fucking positive thoughts your way that fucking thing's not infected. But you're doing the right thing. Get it checked out. They're going to hit you up with some antibiotics. You'll probably get a hot fucking nurse when you get in there. You know what I mean? Probably near college. Have like a hot RN or something. You're going to end up having a good time, and that shit's not going to be infected. Putting that out into the universe, you're going home, Logan, with a smile on your face and maybe a phone number.
Watch it be some big, fat fucking lady with a big mole on her cheek, and her name is Marguerite. And she's like, are you ready? Are you ready? Bend over, because this is not going to be good. You will not enjoy this. You're like, honestly, oh my God.
Where do I sign up? That sounds like a good time.
It does sound kind of hot, though. I'm not going to lie. After a few drinks, you like Taco Bell? Sure, let's go get fucking rough. But, it's weird. I meant to say, I didn't watch it, but April watched it. The new Daniel Farran's Ted Bundy movie that just got released today.
Oh, I haven't had a chance to see it yet. She like it?
Yeah, she said it was fucking brutal. Said it was really good. It was way better than the Zac Efron one, where they made Bundy more of a victim.
Yeah, they made him lover boy for sure.
Yeah, and it was Michael Egan. What the fuck's his name?
Michael Taylor Scott. Michael
Compton.
Business.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, the really good looking guy that's not been anything. Dude, the last time I saw him was a Cinderella Story. Chad Michael Murray.
Hola, Senor. Oh, okay. I will let you in. Are you in my hole? All right. We'll put you in there, buddy.
Mike's talking to his mailman. Isn't that sweet? Hey, bring it through my mail slot.
What? One more real quick. That was Riley. He's in the waiting room right now. He's like, let me the fuck in. He was like Mark Wahlberg in Fear. He's like, let me in your fucking house. Mark Dorman said, driving tonight, so can't watch, but I can listen. Can I get a DJ Shallis shout out with vacation advice? Week-long vacation in front of me. All you need to do is you just need to go find a baseball game. Obviously, that's what you need to go find. A baseball game, find a bar. Just make sure you don't take your wife with you, okay? And, just try to get your dick wet, okay? That's all you got to do. It's the whole point. Get you a carton of Marlboros, get you a Motel 6 on the shady side, and then, just see what's walking around the corner. Throw her a bag of peanuts that you got from the baseball game. Ask her how much it costs for a little butt scratch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I got redneck.
You sound like every drunk fucking uncle at a barbecue.
There is no actual child's voice. It's just the drunk.
I swear to God, dude, if we were at a barbecue, you'd be like that guy flipping burgers drunk as fuck and be like, you know what I like about women? They don't complain when you put a big dick in them.
Like my uncle. Anthony Stamp says, what do you guys think about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot going straight to Netflix? I think that's a good thing. Netflix is a big deal. If it's a piece of shit, it'll get ignored. If it's good, like so many Texas Chainsaw films have not been, it will get celebrated. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Riley in here and let's start this mother effing show.
Let's do it.
Friday night guy fights in oil. Riley from Slash and Cast, everybody.
Oh, God. Oh.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh, what's up, boys?
Hey,
hi, Riley.
What's the first rule of Wham Club?
Oh, my God.
We're all men here.
You got to show your wanger the first time you're on the show.
I thought it was just to make mediocre jokes and be terrible.
Either that or you spread them butt cheeks right now.
Oh God! All right, if that's the requirement, I guess.
Let's see it.
How's it going, man?
Dude, splendid. Just jumped off another stream. Literally left one Zoom meeting, and now I'm back into this one.
Mm-hmm. So, what was the joke you said last time somebody said that, Jay?
What?
So how was the OnlyFans convention? I think that's what you said to one of our guests once when they said that exact same thing.
Oh, if I said that, I didn't mean to. I was probably I was deep in my cup.
Well, to answer your question, it was pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. I think people need to start respecting it a little bit more. It's, there's nothing funny about it, Mike. I don't get why you're
just
laughing about it.
You're just working. You're just making a living, man. You're just making a living.
Calm down.
Do my job, dude.
Yeah, someone's got to get in those Walmart dressing rooms and touch themselves. Someone's got to do it. And
does Walmart even have dressing rooms anymore? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, they do. Not that I would know. I don't know that. I answered that way too quickly. But I saw a video on YouTube that they do.
That's probably worse.
Yeah, it might be worse. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys talk about it. There might not be a dressing room anymore. Is Kmart still around? I don't know. Maybe.
In all seriousness, though, Kmart's not around anymore, right?
I don't know. I thought I heard someone said Big K. Like they were like, I don't know. It was a comment. It was like, yeah, my Big K. I'm like, where the fuck do you live? Like, yeah, I think there might be one or two stores around.
There's still a Rose's department store here in Kentucky. So,
is there?
Yeah, there's just it's probably a mob front. They're probably just like a bunch of like people just in a factory behind the scenes, just like cutting up coke, behind the scenes. There's no way that fucking makes money at all. Mm-hmm. Hey, thanks, Peter Anthony Productions. Appreciate it. You're just in time, dude, because we were late as fuck starting the show. So,
good.
By the way, tell everybody about what you got going on, because Roseblood sounds fucking delightful.
Yeah, so Roseblood. See, look at this double promotion here, Peter. You're welcome. All right.
That's how Mike sounds when he's taking a big one down his throat.
A big drink of water because I like to stay hydrated.
I thought you meant wiener.
Sorry.
A quick pitch for you. Roseblood, Friday the 13th fan film. All right, picks up the story that ended with Friday the 13th Part 7, but in a pretty unique way. But there's one last Indiegogo campaign happening right now that ends in 2 days. So you want to go scoop your items. You get stuff signed by Laura Park Lincoln, Terry Kaiser, Kevin Spirit. It's a pretty good little gig, And as all these fan films, every dollar counts because we're broke.
And we're also auctioning Jay's virginity.
Oh, I mean, it's got to be worth at least a couple bucks.
Oh, I was gonna. Yeah, I mean that's putting a lot up there. I was gonna say a couple pennies, but yeah, for real.
Yeah. But there's only one virginity he still has left, and there's not much. So
that's.
Why do you think they call it? Oh no, I'm not going to make that joke anyway.
Mike's just mad because I talk about him sucking cock.
Oh wow!
I mean, was your microphone open?
Wow.
Was your microphone open?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
What?
You're lying.
No, it wasn't.
By the way, Riley, I just want to say something. The way that the camera looks and the way you look like a really like sexy podcaster that you would call in for like hot advice. Like at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, you'd have like a really awesome radio show with like a deep, sultry voice. That's what I feel like when I'm just saying, like, you just have that vibe. I like it. I dig the fuck out of it.
That's why I haven't been around as much lately. I took up a new job at a sex hotline.
I love it.
Yeah. I made this investment in this microphone for that.
Mm-hmm.
Had nothing to do with the podcast part of my life.
It's like that Delilah radio station, but you just got the sexiness going with it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You probably don't know Delilah.
This is what I wear to work now. I try to be professional. I got my glasses hanging off.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Really trying.
Stretches the shirt out though. That's the only problem.
Meanwhile, according to the chat, I work at Best Buy. Would any of you be interested in an extended warranty on your TVs?
I didn't notice.
I know. I didn't notice either. I was like, oh yeah, I should wear a name badge.
Now, is that like that shirt you're wearing? Is it a proper We Watched a Movie?
No, it's cheap as fuck. This is a cheap ass Amazon essential shirt, and it's just an iron-on patch. That's as cheap as it comes. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Our t-shirts are expensive, man. I can't afford it.
Our merch company doesn't do button downs or collared shirts, so Jay's just got to make his fucking own.
Yeah, well, I can't afford it even if they did, because it'd be like $45, and that's not with shipping or tax.
Have you ever seen a worse salesperson in your entire life than what you're witnessing right now? It's like,
I'm just, guys, you know what? I'm being honest.
Shit. It's too
expensive. Being honest.
Make your own at home. Okay, just make your fucking own.
I just want to, I'm just being honest about it.
So I'm dealing with.
I feel like honesty is the best method to move the merchandise sometimes.
I never bought. We actually have polo options. I don't know if it's in our current store, but we used to have legit polo options that were like, sewn in, all fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it. Nick has one. He wears it to all the conventions and wear it. And pretty. I don't know. It seems wrong to do that, but
I buy all of ours just to make sure, first off, that they're not fucked up. You know, because like you gotta buy it and then it comes in and you gotta make sure they didn't like smush something and then 20 people ordered it and then it's all fucked up. And
do you want me to go throw on my We Watch the Movie sweatshirt for you?
Only if we can watch you take your clothes off and then put it on. But otherwise, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. But you know, naked men aside, you know Friday Night Fights. You know how we do this, right?
Yes, sir.
You know how this works. This is awesome because it's the first time we've ever had a fucking judge, a person help us fucking do it before. So it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's a paid gig, so I figured it'd be worth it.
Yeah, we're paying a lot of money for this at the moment. But let me ask you this. So we're going completely random here. We don't have anything planned. I just have all the Jasons pulled up, and you guys are fucking Jason Voorhees experts, more so than we will ever be. I was telling them earlier, Jason is to you what Michael Myers is to us. So I want to give you putting you on the spot here, but I want to give you the first fight between what's two Jasons you would most like to see square off, and then we'll let the crowd vote on it, and we'll see who fucking wins.
Oh, I see what we're doing. Okay.
So only within movies, right? I
Yes.
can't go sneak Savini Jason in this mix.
I saw some comments like that. Yeah.
Because then the fan films, it's just so confusing. But like, we'll see what happens. But how is Savini Jason gonna? I don't know.
Have you seen that motherfucker? Jesus Christ.
Well, if you were including him, I think it'd be neat to see Uber and Savini face off, right?
Well,
two overpowered assholes facing off.
Why am I being such a prude?
Yeah,
let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's do that one.
Well, I will point out really quick though, the Uber Jason is literally like that motherfucker's Terminated up. He's made by OCP. He's got AOL dial-up 1000. Like that guy is like overpowered. Like I was seeing a lot of comments that were like that guy would just whip anybody's ass.
Yeah,
because I guess he's still supernatural, right? Just with like a technology upgrade.
I mean, he's still Jason. He's still a guy that died. You know.
Yeah. So, god damn.
Yeah.
Jason's dead.
So I know it's shocking news.
He's
shocking.
Right.
If litigation has anything to say about it, he will be. Hang on one sec. Let me add him to the mix here real quick, and then we'll do it. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait. I'm fucking excited. Yeah. Why am I trying to like bogart the fucking choices here? There are no rules. Have you guys seen that my favorite commercial of all time is the Little Caesars commercial where the guy walks in and they have a sign up on the wall that says, I don't remember what the joke was, but he was like, there are no rules. And he was like, we can have everything. And he takes his shirt off. He's like, starts to take his shirt off.
Oh, yeah, I remember that commercial.
And that girl's like, put your shirt back on. He's like, there are rules.
Yeah, that was a Super Bowl commercial, I think.
That was fucking the best, dude. Okay, let me see. I'm just getting him added to the mix here. What the fuck? Sound like Slipknot with a beer keg.
Hey, in the meantime, while you're getting mad, can I show you guys something?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Since you called me the Friday guy, I do want to tell you, you're right. I mean, I understand that is what I'm known for. But Halloween is my favorite movie of all time. Just so you know.
Yeah, Mike, get your fucking facts straight.
Yeah, no, it's factual. It's the case. I just became the Friday guy, which I love. I mean, it's probably my favorite franchise. But I did buy something at Flashback Weekend that is Halloween related and is the best thing I have in my collection. So let me show it to you.
Okay, show us.
It's a cute dog.
I didn't see what happened. Oh. Hey, little guy.
No, the poster.
Oh,
not the dog.
Oh, I was looking at I was excited. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. Not you, Riley. The dog.
Oh, I'm not. Okay.
Well, you are too. I would give you a treat.
That's one of the blue box originals.
Dude, that's badass. Yeah, that's amazing looking.
Yeah, I had to sell like 6 things in order to be to afford it.
And half a kidney.
As it goes, as it happens.
Yeah, but worth it, man. It's one that was like the one thing I've always wanted, and now I have it. And
that's amazing.
I might as well just stop collecting.
That's fucking sweet, dude. That's awesome.
Have you picked out a place where you're gonna hang it?
It's gonna go right here. I just haven't had a chance to put it up because I have I have a TCM original over here as well, and they'll be kind of like they'll be a little corner booth together.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So
where'd you get it at? Which convention?
It was at Flashback Weekend.
Flashback Weekend.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
which is
they invited us to that. They even gave us a place to sleep, but we couldn't go. But
true.
Next time.
Well, because they were gonna put us in a bus. like a rundown like school bus somewhere outside the skirts of the city.
Oh man, it sounded like such a good time. I was having severe FOMO for that. Motorcycle US says, since Jason is undead, how come none of the movies haven't leaned more supernatural? Tommy with Ritual and Jason Lives has been closest. I don't know, man. I think they were pretty fucking supernatural. Am I right? I mean, like half of his fucking back is missing, and it's just like empty ribs.
Yeah,
but. You mean like ghostly, I guess? Because you imagine Jason like flying around as a fucking ghost?
I've always thought of, every time I ever thought of Jason, though, like I've always thought of supernatural, abilities. I mean, if you look at, part 2 and then part 3, part 4 especially, but when you get past that, like it's all to me Ghost Jason.
Yeah. How do you, what defines supernatural? Like what should he be doing that is more supernatural? Like you were saying, Mike, is it like floating? Should he be able to walk through walls?
Like people will shit on that idea, but honestly, it kind of freaks me the fuck out.
Him floating.
What if he Casper through a fucking wall with a goddamn machete?
Yeah,
that's pretty freaky.
Put Jason in the Conjuring universe, nobody fucking survives. He will fuck y'all up. You know what I mean? Anyways, do we have counters tonight? I didn't even check to see if we have.
Yeah, Courtney said he can't do it tonight.
Oh, bummer. So
I haven't seen. I know that Vanessa's in here, but I haven't seen Vinny.
Oh no.
So,
who wants to? Does Vanessa? I know Vanessa. You said she was here.
She's here. I don't know if she's willing to do. I'm not going to try to speak for her and be like, "Shut the fuck up." I'm not doing that.
Well, if I have to, I'll count. If I have to, I'll scroll back through there and try to count if I can. And then so we got Vanessa to help, and then all right, Vanessa, if you count the ones, I'll try to count the twos unless we get a trustworthy volunteer in here. And I'll just
Vanessa says she's counting both.
Oh, you sure?
She's taking on that challenge.
I don't want to put that evil on you, Ricky Bobby.
She's Tila. She's gonna do it.
All right, hey, respect the fucking Vanessa, everybody.
Vanessa,
yeah, I love her so much. She's amazing. All right, fucking forevers. All right, so here we go. This is how it works, guys. When I say poo poo caca ha ha, we always have to call up the call sign for it. I'm going to throw up this graphic on the screen. You're going to see Tom Savini Jason, and you're going to see Uber Jason. When wait till I say poo poo caca ha ha, and you see the graphic on screen, you're either going to vote number 1 for Tom Savini Jason or number 2 for Uber Jason from Jason X. Now, while you all are voting, we will talk and give our opinions on the situation. Do not vote more than once, because if you vote more than once, none of your votes will count. And at some point, I will say stop voting, of which you will cease to vote. And then we will tally up the votes, or Vanessa will, because she's a fucking badass American superhero. Mm-hmm. And here we go. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Poo-poo.
You already forgot your own thing.
Yeah. Thanks, Carrie. Poo-poo caca ha ha. We are voting now. Here's the graphic. Who wins in a fight? Tom Savini's Jason or Uber Jason? Now, vote number 1 for Savini Jason. Vote number 2 for Uber Jason. You guys can read. It's on the fucking screen. In the meantime, Riley, who do you actually have winning this fight?
Man, I don't know.
Jason Bateman.
It
He's gonna come in and do it.
Yeah, I feel like Uber Jason can take more hits, right? I mean, the guy's literally metal, and theoretically, he has a formal upgrade that Savini doesn't. That should make him more powerful. But Savini Jason did, quote unquote, canon here from the guys at Gun saying that he did in fact fight the devil and stole his trident and rode off into the sunset. A person that could kill the devil seems like somebody who could probably beat a robot.
I would concur. If you can fuck up, if you can fuck up Lucifer, but I was gonna say, because Uber Jason, like the metal part of him it's also futuristic, like metal. I mean, I don't know if we're talking about Star Trek shit. I don't know if the Borg stuff, but yeah, as far as more hits, but as supernatural wise, like I don't know. I feel like Savini Jason could like literally Hellraiser his ass and take him down to like the depths and be done with him, even just as quickly as that. Like open up I don't know what his powers are, but the fact that he literally has supernatural powers versus like Uber Jason, who has like, I don't know, it's like a beginner level, it's like a beginner level wizard. He's got like some powers, but not all the way.
Could you imagine?
Savini Jason's like, Harry Potter. That motherfucker got an unlock. Yeah. So I'll go with Riley on that.
I'm going to agree I didn't play much of the game. I don't know much of the lore about Savini Jason, but here's why I'm going to agree with both of you folks, you fine gentlemen right now, is because I think Uber Jason's overrated as far as a powerful character goes. I think as strong as he is, he got even stupider. You know what I mean? Because those people in that fucking spaceship had no business beating any of the goddamn Jasons, but somehow they figured it out and they took down Uber Jason. And I just think he's a big, like he just seems even dumber than like the other Jasons somehow. And if this guy's been to hell and he's fought the fucking devil, then, you know, just like Keith Richards, then you can't fucking take it away from him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with you guys on this one.
He also has pink eye in both eyes. Uber Jason does.
That'll get you.
They're red as fuck.
The devil farted on all of his pillows.
Yeah.
When he was down there. Plus, he looks fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, Uber Jason's one of the coolest looking designs, even if the movie is kind of whatever, but I like the way he looks.
All right, stop voting, guys. Let the votes be tallied. Let's give Vanessa some time to breathe and let that happen, because that's a lot of shit to count.
Riley, since you're you know, like really into the Friday the 13th franchise, if Tom Savini had come in and directed something like a Friday the 13th, in your opinion, how well received and how well do you think the movie would have done if he had been able to do that?
I mean, I think it'd be pretty awesome. I think they should still do that. I think they should go ahead and just let Tom do it, because if anyone understands it more than Tom, I'd be shocked. The guy's he's always kind of been there, and that's why he created something as cool as Savini Jason all these years later, despite not working on the franchise in so long. But I mean, you can just look at the remake of Return of the Living Dead, right?
Exactly.
That like take that type of filmmaking, that style, and apply it to F-13. I think it'd be awesome. I would love to see that.
Plus, he's got a gun cock, and they call him Sex Machine. You can't go wrong with a director like that, dude. Correct. But you're absolutely right. I'm glad you brought up the Night of Living. The 1990s Tom Savini vision was so. I love that movie. I think it's so underrated as far as like a classic reboot. Because if you look at, you know, people always talk about reboots. We actually just did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot commentary, and as far as I'm concerned, I think it's one of the best reboots like they've ever done. But I always forget about the Night of the Living Dead reboot itself. I know it's not a slasher itself, but that's probably one of the better reboots that they've ever done. The Tom Savini Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, so, I agree. I think it is one of the best. It's just like a hardcore version of what George Romero's vision was. It's pretty cool.
And he made the chick more like Ellen Ripley and then kicked more ass in it. So I thought that was cool too.
Do you feel dirty though when you go to watch that one instead? Like you're just going to watch one Night of the Living Dead movie and then you pick the Savini one because it's in color, because it's all the other stuff. Do you feel like you did something wrong?
If you pick the original?
Yeah, if you decide to pick the new one just because it's more updated.
I feel like I'm cheating on a girlfriend, but she'll never know.
Should you feel that way about like any remake? You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's true too. Well, it's so shot for shot though, right? Like most remakes aren't.
It's not like fucking Psycho though. It's not like the Psycho.
Oh yeah. That was
fucking
poor Vince Vaughn, because he did it. You know, I mean, he looked the part. It just, that movie, Jesus.
Yeah, that had about as much purpose as a poopy flavored lollipop, but you know.
So we've got the vote coming in hot off the presses.
Damn, that was
and
fast
it
as
is,
fuck.
Yeah, Vanessa is on fire, lightning Thor style. Okay, so we've got the vote.
Vanessa, I'm sending you one of those expensive shirts Jay's talking about. So email me your size and your address. I'm gonna fucking mail you one. Just for being
$67,000, but Mike's gonna spend it all. So, vote number one, which was the Savini Jason, comes in hot off the press at 64. But you know what? Uber Jason just can't make it out of outer space, so it's going to come in behind at 41. So 64 to 41, Savini Jason takes it. Whoops that ass right back to the spaceship.
You know, I didn't expect to see Uber Jason lose a lot tonight. So I'm
but Savini Jason is like. Did you ever see it? You saw that design? I mean, you played the game.
I played the game for about 12 minutes and I couldn't fucking figure it. We
tried to show we
just couldn't figure out how to. We tried to stream. We couldn't. That's why we've talked to Riley several times. Like, you know, I think you guys even offered to come over and show us how to not be fucking idiots at one point.
I think Riley's exact words were, "Don't use computers from 1981 and expect them to be able."
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Still gonna make it happen. I'll be at Scarefest this year.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Good to know.
Yeah.
That's badass. We will be there as well, assuming COVID lets us, with everything going on. And apparently, we will have a booth also. So
Oh
we
shit!
we don't have to just sit at yours when you're not there and pretend we're you like we did
I'm not
last
getting
time.
a fucking booth this year, dude. Oh my god, that's too much responsibility last time. You guys can have fun.
Are you not
with
allowed
that.
to leave it, or are you have to like sit by it and guard it like Fort Knox? Like you just have to stay there.
You don't have to. I mean, you paid for it. They don't give a shit.
Okay.
Well, unless you didn't pay. Or you're a vendor or you're a guest?
I don't know what they're calling assholes. They're calling us
I
assholes.
think they're just calling us assholes.
Yeah, they're like those assholes.
Did you pay for the table?
No.
All right, then you're guest. You are a guest in my heart.
Okay, so we can. Okay.
Yeah, you're famous
Okay.
as fuck now.
Well, because I think
I
you
had
know
to
what's
ask
funny,
for
man.
it.
You know what's hilarious about that is we're gonna be sitting next to a celebrity table. Before he canceled, I always had this like dark nightmare that we were gonna be seated next to Tony Moran. And I was like, oh fuck, because it's gonna make
he
that.
was there last year, right?
I know, but
Yeah,
he canceled. He canceled.
this year. I was
Yeah.
fine with that. We can hash it out like gentlemen.
Well, I
You
know, but but we would sit there like give him the the old stink, like not stink eye, but just be like,
yeah.
you look, because he'd be like, I know who you are.
Eventually,
I'm sorry.
I have a funny story about Tony Moran. First time I met him, he was shit faced drunk, and he was being
Okay.
a prick like he always is. But at this time,
Spicy.
at this point, I was still kind of fanboying. First time I ever met him, I was like, well, okay, yay, we're having fun, we're drunk. And he spilled a whole bunch of beer on his photos that were on his table.
Oh
And
shit!
I have like 5 of them that are like in my basement somewhere. with beer stains on. It's actually a shot that's not even him. It's not Nick either. It's, why am I zoning on his name? The stuntman, Jim Winburn. It's a picture of Jim Winburn as Michael. So
And
yeah,
he was signing them.
correct.
That is
Yeah.
That is about the most
That's
least
about dead
surprising
on.
thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. So
He probably spilled the beers like these fucking fat losers. Want all my fucking losers fucks. He's like, calm down, sir. You've only had 2 beers.
Since brunch. But that's that. I've heard some things too, and that's par for the course.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Now, don't let that fool you. We will totally be spilling beer on whatever we have at the convention.
Our pants.
So no
Yeah.
judgment on
bro,
that.
if we don't
part.
do karaoke this year together,
Dude.
I'll
Yeah.
be so pissed.
I know. You were hanging out. You were like, I want to come, but I'm hanging out with Gun Media.
That was
No,
such an
that
awkward.
is not what happened.
So
I called him. I was back there with Derek, dude. I was back, in the back room of karaoke, or at Shinaway. They'd opened the back door up and they'd let us have that extra room. And I called you, or I think I
Yeah,
did talk to you.
You called me shit faced.
I was fucking hammered, dude. I was goddamn hammered. I was like, "Where you at, man?" Like I sound like a drunk ass girlfriend that you had just broke up with over the internet and like didn't get the message. And then he was like, "No, man, I can't make it this year." Like, I mean, he was very nice, very sweet of you, but I was like, "Fuck!" And then as soon as I hung up, I was like, "I think I sounded really drunk." And Derek was like, "No, man, you totally didn't." It's like,
But
no,
to be
bro.
fair,
I was like,
not-
I don't really know him, and I sound like a fucking asshole.
I was not hanging out with Gun Media. I saw them. I did a dinner with them one of the nights. It was not that night.
oh, okay, I
Um,
thought it was that night.
Yeah, that was actually
wasn't
that was
upset.
the weekend. I asked my future in-laws. That was the night I asked them permission to propose to my fiance.
Oh,
So that's why I was a little caught up.
There
I
you
feel like it was a good reason, boys.
that's a really good reason.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Fucking ruined my whole weekend.
Did you have to? Oh no! Like, did you have to fight him with a samurai sword like in Wayne's World 2?
Yeah, just
that would have been
it's pretty
awesome.
much exactly how it
This is
played
what
out.
I think of your nutsack. Oh man, I'm glad you didn't tell me that, because I would have screamed it across the bar. He's proposing to his girl. You can't make it tonight.
We gotta go over there and give him support.
I actually
your green
missed. I had the photo op with Kane there because you had the in costume photo op, and I
Mhm.
missed it because I was taking them out to lunch at the time.
Hey,
Oh,
the best
you
part
go.
about that though is you can throw it in her face for the rest of your life. If
Yeah,
you're,
and-
Speaking of
not-
I
relationship,
got
you're
one.
vindictive like
Actually, I
that.
literally just got one at Flashback.
hey, look at that shit.
That's
oh,
cool.
damn, it's the
Yeah.
Slipknot.
Fiend. The Fiend.
that's
Is
it.
that? Yeah. Well, yeah. Tom Savini designed that mascot. I don't know.
Tasted my own fucking fingers in my mouth just now.
I saw you. You fucking put it deep too. Took me, Big Daddy.
Fuck.
By the way, just really quick, Vinny is in the house. By the way, Vinny, Vanessa's counting both. If you want to, if you can jump on and help her, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
awesome. But if you can't,
Super.
you can't. No problem. No pressure.
Fucking do it, Vinny. All right, let's do the second one in that regard. What do you guys think? What's a good matchup that you want to see of the Jasons? Keep in mind, like, and someone brought this point to my attention. I was like, it makes a lot of fucking sense. Up to 6, right? Up to Jason Lives, they're all human Jasons. So like, you can't put a human Jason against a supernatural Jason. Like, would any of the human Jasons have any chance against any of the supernatural Jasons? What do you think, Riley?
No. 4 maybe could be in the mix.
Some underdog.
Could maybe have a little bit of a last second comeback, you know.
Yeah, that's it. So we got this one here. That's a good one. Vinny brought up a good one. Let's do that one. Jason Lives versus New Blood, Jason 7. That's that's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Okay, let me design this little graphic here real quick. Take me 2 seconds, just like I do in the bedroom, and we'll throw that thing up there, you know. But hey, I get the job done, you know.
If all you need is 2 seconds, we need to talk about how you're performing. Then
it's all about what you
very
do
quickly,
beforehand, you know.
You could get the job done in 2 seconds.
It's like a fucking rabbit.
Yeah.
God, golly.
Yeah. We got it down to a science here. In this house. What the fuck? Okay, there it goes. I'm just gonna keep making noises about the things I'm doing.
So Riley, what's going on? Is there any updates on that on the game? Like, what are they doing with the game? Is it like completely like stopped now?
It's dead end Michael Myers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's probably a little bit more dead than Michael Myers at this point.
Yeah.
The lawsuit itself is still very much ongoing. Despite what Corey Feldman says, she's locked in stone. So it's going to be a while.
So they're not doing like, what's this? Is there no more online play? Can you not use the servers?
So there are no more dedicated servers. So you're no longer connecting to like a private proxy for quote unquote. Like you're no longer joining a nice private host and there's no connection issues, right? It's not like that anymore. You're connecting to a personal host, a peer-to-peer host. So you lag a lot. And if they leave the game, you know, you get kicked. That's the real bitch about it because they don't have host migration. So
that's such a shame, dude. Because they were, from what I understand, they were doing pretty good with those updates for a while. They were like, I noticed a lot of people were like really happy with their constant updates, improving the game, the engine.
The game, it never got to that point where it was like bug free and you're having a flawless experience because there were some pretty big coding flaws. But yeah, I mean, they had some cool stuff that was already out between new content and DLC, and they had stuff that was obviously coming out like Uber Jason, and now Wes Kellner actually been talking a little bit about stuff that we didn't see. They were talking about the Lazarus experience and how there was going to be like a virtual cabin 3.0 on the boat from J6 Manhattan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, stuff like that would have been really cool. It's just we're never going to see it now, and now they're balls deep in another game at this point.
The Crow, right? Well, no, they're just talking about that one.
So they could be doing that game, but there's something else going on that they're probably pretty close to announcing. I actually think by the time I see you guys and in Kentucky, I think we might see an announcement.
Are they going to be in Lexington? Well, obviously they're in Lexington. Are they going to be at Scarefest this year? Do you know?
I know at least some of them are.
Okay.
I don't know. Usually they get like free passes and shit. I don't know if that's going to be the case.
I'm going to get their phone numbers and drunkenly call them.
You should.
Watch it happen. Yeah. I got this great idea for a Chucky game. Listen to me.
I was trying to get them to like, dude, we're like 20 minutes from each other. Let me just do mocap and get killed in a game. They never responded. But
dude, they didn't do mocap here though. They were out in LA.
Oh, good point. And we can't afford to go to LA as we've proved multiple times.
Not a chance.
Motorcycle US said Jason and a dagger have been the only thing supernatural. How come nothing else has been? Missed opportunities, right? I mean, I think his presence that he's from the dead is supernatural in itself and that he's unstoppable, right? I mean, that's what we say about Michael Myers when he's unkillable. We call him supernatural. I think that's what we meant. But I see what you're saying, like some deep fucking fantastical wizard on a fucking...
Yeah, there was no Necronomicon or anything like that, but...
Yeah. Aren't Final Girls supernatural in and of themselves,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because not everybody...
Well, that one chick is, for sure, the New Blood. She definitely is.
Oh, yeah.
Telekinetic.
Yeah.
Fucking love New Blood, man. He said, "Why not? Human teenagers are taking down all the Jasons in every movie. Also, y'all missed my other super chat. Well, we just answered your other super chat, my friend. But I think we answered both of them with that. Yeah, I mean, you got a point. Like, but isn't that any horror movie? Ghosts, demons, possession, whatever it is. It's always teenage girls taking down whatever the fuck the force is. I mean, that's pretty much par for the course of any supernatural movie.
I always thought that dude in the wheelchair should have been a final guy.
I fucking think so too.
I think he would have been a cool final guy.
Yeah.
It is too, like, that movie though, part 2. It tends to. They argue that that's probably the best final girl in the franchise. So
yeah,
Jenny, yeah,
Jenny.
Yeah.
I can help that. Ooh, fuck, that beer tastes weird. It's Atomic Pumpkin and it's like spicy.
How's the pale ale, Stifler?
Going down the if you're already drinking pumpkin beer, huh?
The second I get in there, went to volleyball last night, was drinking Oktoberfest all night long. Not good mixing in the stomach when you're jumping up and down. But I can't help it. I'm a whore for commerce. So the second Oktoberfest shows up, I'm drinking it, my friend.
Nice.
Yeah, I just do what I do. Edward Santiago says, remake Jason can stand up to zombie Jasons. He has long-range projectiles. He runs, sets traps. This is a good question, too, and I promise we're about to do the count. This is a good question, too. Let me ask you your opinion on this, Riley. I was looking up, like, I was going to make the choices myself before I got fucking frustrated, and I said, fuck it! We'll do it live! But I was thinking, like, who's going to go up against Uber Jason? And in my mind, it's Reboot Jason, because he's just big and whatever. But technically, Reboot Jason's not fucking supernatural either, am I right? Because, like, he lives off the land, he's big as fuck, but he's not supernatural. There is that moment at the end where they grind his fucking head and he's still alive, so I don't know how you count. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's so hard to compare him to the alive human Jasons that we see in the original franchise, right? Because they're very different. The remake Jason's a powerhouse, and he seems unstoppable, and he does take a good deal of damage and kind of just walks away. But he does fall in a very, like, kind of human way. But he does get it. He is hanged, and he does walk away from that. So that's pretty supernatural. You snap your neck and see if you walk away.
And they grind his brains out a little bit there. Am I right? At the end?
Yeah, he does, like, quote unquote die from that. Maybe when he jumps out of the water at the end, maybe that's now undead remake Jason.
It was a not well thought out moment when he jumps back out of the water there. I'll say that.
Yeah, it was. We're going to pay homage to the original.
Right, without earning it at all.
Correct.
We love the reboot, but and I don't know. Someone has said I'm having apple juice. Yeah.
Derek Mears is like, and not to mention one of the coolest dudes ever. Like, he was so, I don't know. I love that Jason. I really do. I love the remake Jason.
Have you guys met Derek?
I've never met him. No, I'd love to, because he seems like such a sweet guy.
Incredible. One of the best celebrities I've ever met. Just unbelievably humble and nice. And he's the kind of guy where, like, he'll make a joke at you and he'll, like, instantly apologize. Like, I'm sorry. I know, Derek. That's okay. I can take it.
Yeah. Even though he's big as fuck, if you made a joke about me, I'm like, you're right. I'm not going to correct it.
For the first time I met him, actually, was in an elevator, and he was drenched after working out. He's like, yeah, I'm in the middle of a cut right now. I'm only 260. It's like, yeah, fuck you.
Fuck. Me too, bro.
He's sitting there shredded. It's like, okay.
Yeah, you could have been like, I know, I can tell. Yeah, it's like, I know, I can look at you.
It's like a dodgeball.
Not enough Ovaltine, sir.
Looking kind of fat in those pants. I forgot what the fuck I was going to say completely. Oh no, I listened to him on the Movie Crypt podcast, and he's just like the sweetest sounding guy ever. I've got a lot
of respect for Kane.
Yeah, we reached out to try to get him on the show, but it turned out we reached out to the wrong people, and I didn't follow up like I was supposed to. Motorcycle US said, LOL, teenager's remark was referring to the human Jasons are fair to fight undead Jason. No matter what Jason, teens and 20s are putting him down. Okay, I see your point. Duly noted, sir. Yeah. Colton Candler says, I want to see part 7 versus part 8 Kane on Kane battle. That sounds like a good one, too. But all right, let's get to this one for now. This battle is going to be, don't vote yet. I'm going to put up the graphic, but don't vote yet, you guys, until Jay, what's the next call sign going to be?
I feel like the next call sign should be, come on, yay, ha!
So when Jay says that, you're either, and don't vote yet, don't vote till he says it, and only vote once. You're going to vote number 1 for Jason Lives Jason, and you're going to vote number 2 for New Blood Jason. Now, this isn't who you like better. This is who you think would win in a fight. So, Jay?
I'm gonna yak.
Vote now. Vote number 1 for Jason Lives. Jason Lives Jason's number 1. Part 7 Jason's number 2. Jay, who you think wins this one?
Dude, straight up. I mean, look, I love the look of, well, you know, it's gonna be New Blood for me. I mean, look, I mean, he looks great. I think that's the first time for me, like it's the true representation of Jason. As far as when I think of Jason, I think of that kind of fucked up look to him, when the chain around his neck, when he's buried at the lake, and you know, he's pulled up by the telekinetic girl. I think at that point, like, he's literally you know, Riley had mentioned it before about the remake Jason. He's a powerhouse in part 6, and the only way that he stopped is literally by Professor Xavier's fucking daughter that's got emotional issues. Like, and it's also Kane Hodder's first debut as Jason Voorhees, and that has nothing to do with it. But he's also the one that brings a lot of character to the actual Jason. You know, the breathing, the you know, the badassness of Jason. I don't know. I feel like he takes part 4 to school. But even though part 4, he looks cool as shit. What is it?
Part 6. Jason Lives. Part 6.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jason Lives. Yeah,
Tool belt Jasons, I like to call him.
Yeah,
nice
butt Jason
Jason.
Lives. Yeah. I just feel like I got to go with the other one. Yeah. So where I'm at.
What you think, Riley?
Man, it's really hard to say. It's hard not to bring the way they look into play, because Jay was saying that as well. It's like, I mean, look at part 7. He looks fucking amazing. I mean, he looks like he should kill anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd give it to part 6 though, and that's just because, like, he does some things in the movie that are just ridiculous. I mean, he throws a guy and rips his arm off and doesn't even realize he did it, and he really only falls in a way because he kind of lets it happen. I mean, the dude walks out into the water and is like, yeah, okay, I'm willing to risk it and put my head on a chain. That's cool. Yeah. So if it wasn't for his stupidity, he wouldn't have fallen at all. Meanwhile, part 7, Jason gets his ass whooped in part 7. Tina destroys him, and it's not really a fair battle. She's cheating.
She's got fucking telekinesis.
She really has. I mean, you can even tell his face when she rips his mask off. He's like, oh. His face is like, oh. Yeah.
There's really only a couple of times in the movie where you see part 7 Jason be super powerful, like when he kills Melissa, for example, and puts the axe in her face and throws her over the TV. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. Him jumping through the window is pretty awesome. He crushes the one dude's head with his bare hands, even though it's cut down like a shit ton. But
God, they did a disservice to those movies for those.
I'm gonna change my vote because Riley makes more sense than mine.
I don't know. When I look at CJ as well, if you're bringing the actors into play, CJ is like the most intimidating Jason to me. As much as I love Kane, he's like a second dad to me. I love the guy, and he's strong as shit. Dude, CJ is like a big, scary farm boy, and it freaks me out.
Yeah,
and he was a Chippendale. So
hey,
was he?
Extra points.
Yeah,
yeah.
That dick flopping around.
Ever seen those pictures of him?
No, I want to see him though. Can you?
Yeah, go. Yeah, can we cut the show a little early?
Yeah, let's go early.
Spank bank tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Jason Lives Jason, because like I'm the same as Jay. Like, I want to go with 7 Jason because he just looks so fucking badass. But I've always been kind of confused by him because he's so bony, and I mean that literally. He's literally all bone, like in the middle, like those back shots and stuff like that.
You think they would aim for that?
Right.
It's exposed.
I think he's scarier. I think he's definitely scarier than Jason Lives Jason. But Jason Lives Jason, dude, he's been doing squats. I've never seen an ass on a man like I've seen on Jason Lives Jason. When he's pumping, the camera actually went out of their way, like he was ScarJo in fucking Avengers doing a superhero drop, to fucking focus on those butt cheeks, man. Those butt cheeks could crush a walnut. So I'm going to go Jason Lives Jason. By the way, stop voting, and we can let everybody start counting and see what you guys think. But
Riley gave out a very nice reasoning about why he picked his choice, and you gave out his butt cheeks could crush walnuts.
To be fair, though, I know exactly what shot you're talking about because it does stand out. I mean,
Okay.
he's in like.
Why don't you
fucking
fuckers
skinny
just team up
pants,
and fuck me? Look, whatever.
man. I told you, man. That chip
Not
and
literally.
tail
Not.
background.
You know what?
Don't-
You know
hey,
the
we
way that
will.
sentence ran together
Hey,
was terrible.
We will.
There should have been a period and something else that happened in between. Because the way I said is like, why don't you team up and fuck me? That's all I'm waiting for.
October 23rd,
It was like,
my friend. It's coming.
First time at San Quentin? Yes.
Oh shit. Brian Monsoin says Michael Myers wins. I agree at the end of the day.
Well,
Apparently Riley does too. He's been a closet
Well,
Michael
that's his
fan
favorite
this
movie.
whole
That doesn't
time.
mean that's his favorite character.
I don't understand. How dare you? Closet. I just, I just surround myself in gaming a little bit more, so I don't get
Yeah.
it. Where's the Halloween game, boys? Where is
Yeah.
it? All right,
That's-
once that
I
happens,
don't know,
That's a
man.
fact. That's a fact. Is that what Gunn's about to announce?
I don't think so.
Yeah, sucks.
I think it's
Look,
TCM.
he's NDA'd out of his mind. He
I
can't
think
talk about shit.
No, I'll tell you my guess. I think it's TCM. I really do.
Ooh,
That would be
makes
pretty.
sense.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, let
I
me get
just-
your take. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
go ahead.
give me your what? Yeah.
Let me give you something.
You want me to keep
No,
talking
uh,
over you?
We got this covered.com.
We had this dude on and we were doing that. We're like, oh no, sorry. He was like, quit being fucking nice and talk over me. I was like, I'm sorry. That's fuck. But here's my take on this. I think that as much as Friday the 13th, the game, I think it's amazing what they did, even though it's not like in my wheelhouse as far as gaming goes. The only game I buy is Madden every year, so I'm not the right fucking person. But I think that Dead by Daylight, people love it. I tried to play it. I don't fucking get it. Like it doesn't do it for me. I think in my opinion, what horror games need is they need a first person or third person, whatever, actual scary game to go through with a really solid fucking campaign that has all the efforts in the campaign, and then the multiplayer is secondary. Like make a really scary Friday the 13th or Halloween game or something like that, and then build the multiplayer off of that. The multiplayer stuff it hasn't gotten into my soul yet, with the horror games.
I think
Yeah,
it's fun, but I feel like you definitely have to have a group. I feel like it'd be more fun if you had a group of people that like you went in and played the game with versus like randoms.
That's true.
Because I feel like it's the experience. Like for us, we played Halo and shit back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun to go in and do duos and stuff like that, or go in with a group of people that and play that game. But I think it would be fun to go in. But I agree. I just feel like it's more of a friend, get with your friends and play the game and then have a random be Jason.
Yeah. I mean, so F13, I can kind of Dead by Daylight and F13, I love both those games. Dead by Daylight has a very competitive side, though. It's not so much scary as it is like you just battling to win. And there's a lot of toxicity in it. Teabag, it's like you're playing fucking Call of Duty, but in the horror genre.
Yeah.
And it's Friday the 13th was at first it was pretty scary, but then you kind of learn it, and once you're a really good counselor, it's like you can't lose, and it's not scary anymore. You lose the suspense. That's why everyone keeps talking about Gunn's next game, and it's like, okay, is it Halloween? Is it TCM? Is it Hatchet? Because Kane Hodder, it's all but confirmed that he did the mocap for them. Whatever the game is, it looks like Kane Hodder did the mocap. So it's like, all right, maybe they had him do Michael. I don't think they would. I mean, if James Courtney's out there, dog, don't you think?
He did say though that
I
he's
know.
always wanted to play Michael.
Yeah, he did
but
say
like,
that.
look at the attention to detail in the game in F13. Like, do you really think they would Nick and James are alive? They're there, and they would totally do it. Why?
Yeah,
would
my
you...
God, get learnt.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I feel like Gunn wouldn't do that if Gunn was making a Halloween game, right? I don't think they do that.
Do you think it would be harder for them, or something like Halloween? It's such a big property right now, especially with the resurgence with Blumhouse.
Stop voting, by the way. Did I say that?
Yeah, I've got the vote.
Oh, okay.
I've just been dragging out to hear my own voice for a while.
Forgot.
But yeah, do you think that doing TCM is not? I'm not saying like less pressure on them, but the fact that there's like a certain expectation around the Blumhouse release that they don't really want to delve too much into what's happening right now in real time as far as like the releases. Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends, and they're going to wait a little bit before they tackle something like that.
Well, I think Gunn wants to do one.
Yeah.
Like I think they for sure want. Wes has been really clear about it. Like if Wes could take an IP and make a game, it's Halloween. Ronnie, he said TCM. right? So they're both there.
So.
They want to do them, and they know a lot about those movies. I think if a Halloween game's not being made, whether it's Gun Media or somebody else, if it's not happening, it's an internal issue with either Trancas or Blumhouse, and they can't figure out money.
Yeah,
like
I can see that.
They're being greedy over there, and they said no.
It's
those assholes.
It's insane.
What would you prefer? What would you prefer?
Out of like those franchises, out of them.
Yeah. Well, out of the two, TCM, Halloween, what would you like to see their next project?
If it was anybody making the game and any type of game, like specifically, if it's a single player game, I want Halloween. If you're gonna do multiplayer, I think Halloween's really, really hard to capture.
I could see that.
Like Halloween is story driven. You characters that you like, and it's a built. It actually has a plot and it matters. You F13. I mean, look at the way the game works. You just show up as random counselors, and you run away and die. You can't do that to Halloween. That's just selfish. All right, it's not right. TCM, you can kind of do something similar, right? So if you're gonna do multiplayer, take that concept, and it'd be scary. Could you imagine Leatherface chasing you and
that's
fucking chainsaw right behind? That'd be so scary. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, dude, they should make a fucking TCM game.
Yeah.
In a multiplayer world or single player, I don't care either way. But Halloween, I think, should be a single player game with a proper story and
like an RPG.
Because I don't think you should be Michael. That's how I'd want to play a Halloween game. I would want to be a victim, survivor, whatever, and see an AI like Alien Isolation meets Halloween is what I'd want to see.
That's what I'm talking
that's a good
about.
idea. Yeah,
that's what I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah.
Or I was gonna say like a detective on the police force investigating Michael Myers or something. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Story driven RPG. That
like the Evil Within, like something like the Evil Within, like and like expanding on that. Like that would be fucking freaky.
Yeah.
Imagine Outlast.
Oh man,
like you're going around and trying to record these events, like you're doing like a little tour of the Myers house or something, and
turds right in the underwear in a certain scenes for sure. Like a lot of scaredness.
Yeah.
So so the vote came in. Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think the guys at Gun Media are artistic dudes. Like those guys are so smart, and I'm friends with them on Twitter and stuff like that. We never had dinner with them, Riley.
I'll grab you guys. I'll grab you guys. When we see you guys in Kentucky, do
you guys want to go to Fazoli's?
No, from everything I've seen from them online, my interaction, they're just amazing dudes, and they sound like amazing bosses who are running an amazing company. But I will say this: I think that they're artistic about what they do. I don't think that they're the kind of corporation that's just going to copy and paste what they did with Friday the 13th onto another IP. So I do think whatever they do, with whether it's TCM or whatever, I think that I don't think it's going to be what Friday the 13th was. I think they'll probably switch it up a little bit. That's just a gut opinion from what I've seen.
It'll definitely be different, but it will be multiplayer. Like they've made it clear that they specialize in multiplayer asymmetrical horror. So it's going to be different. It's going to play different. It'll still be multiplayer. So let's see what happens with it.
Yeah, right on, man. All right, what's the fucking count?
So the count being fresh. By the way, Vanessa, she sent a gif of Sylvester spanking the ass of like a cat. I don't know what that is, but okay. So vote number one, which was which Jason was that?
That
was
number one.
Jason
Lives Jason.
Jason Lives Jason has a good, solid, very sexy machete sliced 41.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gonna lose.
Yes, coming from the dark side of the moon with a Ryu like Hadouken. Vote number 2 has 67.
Oh wow!
It said, "Get back your grave."
Yeah, that was a pretty big gap. So there you have it.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that I guess, yeah.
Obviously, nobody watches fucking mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, let's do this. Since Jay and I talked for way too long before we got started, let's go right into the next one. And then as soon as we go into the next one, I'll give my opinion. I'm going to go take a quick pee break while you guys talk about yours. And then Jay, you can do that. And then Riley, you can do that. I mean, Riley, you can take a piss the time you fucking want to. You just got off another stream. You probably have to piss more than I do.
Oh, no, I'm good, man.
Or maybe you're just not an alcoholic like
I'll take over. You guys both want to leave, I'll take over.
Yeah, let him take over. He's just going to produce better value for people that are watching.
I was going to say, when you were talking about the game, I was like, hey, but everybody here, if you're new here, you just popped in late, fucking subscribe to Slash and Cast. Amazing dudes.
Good guy.
You know what I love about you, man? And it's not that you didn't have my respect anyways, because you did, because you guys have always been super sweethearts, and I love your channel. I love what you guys do. You guys in a business where so many people just just take your shit, and just run with it. You guys sent me a text once, and we did those making fun of Halloween masks that we did. And I just got a random text from you one day. It was like, hey, man, we kind of wanted to do like a joke where we made fun of Jason masks, but it felt like it was in the same avenue where you guys did, and we didn't want to fucking rip you off. So I wanted to ask you if this was okay. And I was like, man, that's the kind of shit that, like, you just fucking appreciate. And I said, no. I said, you can't fucking do it. Don't ever text this number again. But I still appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Notice I never made the video.
I know what I was gonna say. Obviously, we said, yeah. I was like, yeah, dude, fucking, of course, man. I appreciate it. That's so sweet that you even asked. Like, so many people wouldn't. But
the way that you're describing it sounds like we're like Brooklyn boys that grew up on the streets. Like, look, I knew who you were, but after a while, I respected you because you came with the right respect. You came with the right respect. And that's all that matters.
He passed me a manila envelope with $500 in it, and I was like, thank you. I hope you feel child's a mask the child.
Well, yeah, Mike told me about that, and I was like, yeah, it's cool, man. I think I can totally do it.
It's the kind of guys these dudes are. So, and we're on their podcast network. So, and obviously, but yeah, subscribe to Slashcast is what I was getting at. They're amazing dudes.
Good stuff, man.
And we love you. Even if you didn't show up for karaoke that night, but.
Hey, I will be there this time.
Calm the fuck down. Jesus Christ. He was proposing to his girlfriend, you asshole. Look, Mike's got the fucking grease hair.
She said no,
just a little,
we
the
all
little
know
thing.
how that turned out. Just fucking kidding. All right, so what do you think? What do you think the next one should be? Anybody got any grand?
Well, let Riley go.
You want me to give my opinion on
Yeah.
who it should be? I think another interesting one because we haven't really hit the humanoids here. 3 and 4 is really cool to me just because like it's literally the same night. So is 2 technically, but he kind of gets his ass whooped as well, so he's gonna lose pretty much everything. So yeah, 3 and 4 is really cool because it is literally the same night and they're pretty much the same. Or are they? That's the vote.
That's the lead in.
That I love that because 3 is my favorite Jason, and no disrespect to Kane Hodder or anybody else that's played Jason.
He will hear about it.
And we've never met him, so I think we just looked at him a couple times and we were like,
Kane?
Like, let's run away, Wade.
No, we've never met him. Never.
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna he's literally like a second dad. I'm telling you. So we're gonna. I want to.
Well, Mike and I have walked around the convention. Right? We've seen him, and we've made eye contact. Like, no, bro, I don't know.
We were like, he looks like he would hate us.
Yeah,
and so we did.
I think he'd love you guys.
Okay, well, let's do shots.
I went to school with his son. You guys know that, right?
I did not know that.
I didn't know that. I know. Fuck.
That's why he's like a second dad to me because I literally went to college with his son. So yeah, I've been close to him ever since, and that's why I'm here. That's the only reason I like F13. I was not a fan. No, I'm just kidding. I've been watching since 3.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
We don't need to go into that story. It's a story for another day.
I'll take it on another day though. But
I love you telling us stories though.
It's too long of a story. I don't want to annoy the shit out of you guys anymore.
I fucking love it, dude. I could listen to it all day long. We gotta have you on the show more often, man. No doubt about it. But okay, I got the graphic pulled up. I love this boat because Richard Brooker's my favorite Jason. Just because I just don't feel like anybody ever talks about him. You know what I mean? And because he came in there with those fucking traps, he was
dude, Jesus,
he was fucking huge, dude, walking around there, and he was the first one to get the mask. He's just there's something about that dude in those fucking Tom Hardy traps.
He reminded me of Soda Pop Kaczynski from Punch Out, or those big ass fucking in the Punch Out game.
Yeah, I loved it, man. So I love this idea. Riley, what's the call sign going to be for this one?
Oh shizzle Gizengar.
That sounds like an Irish cry to battle.
Hey, you speak fluent movie quotes. You know what that's from?
I don't actually.
I don't.
That's from Scary Movie 3.
God, Mike.
Really?
Yeah. Oh shizzle Gizengar.
It literally sounded like a deleted scene from Braveheart. Like, it was good.
I'm not gonna stop. I gotta stop wearing the shirt, dude. I'll go to the gas station and somebody will be like, there was some random quote from some movie they do in 1942. They'll be like, and I'm like, I don't know, and they're like,
is that your did you buy that shirt or is that something for you?
Someone sent it to me. It's like my favorite shirt now. I wear it all the time. But
they give you one of those. You use like Frank Scarlett. I don't give it.
It is weird. I never I always think this when I watch you guys' stuff, which I was loyal fan here. All right. It is crazy how you can speak in you literally just throw out movie quotes all the time and you two understand each other and click so well. It's wild.
because we don't have any other friends.
Yeah,
right?
that's all it is.
Like you fill in each other's sentences, man. You guys finish each other's sentences with movie quotes. It's fucking crazy. Like,
yeah, dude.
It's a lot of loneliness.
When we would go out on double dates and stuff like that, like the girls we were with, they'd be like, "What the fuck is going on? God, I can't wait to leave these assholes." Because we would like finish each other's sentences, like, "Oh my God, they must be fucking for sure." They're just like so in sync. But yeah, it is weird.
Yeah,
we were, yeah. But that's how Mike and my brother and I grew up. It was the same way. I mean, we just would talk each other. Like we would be in like Blockbuster and like quoting each other. It was like, "How come you coach him but not me?" We would pick up and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, true shit, man. I was at a strip club one night.
Yeah, that girl heard it.
Strip club one night, and someone said something. They said threw out
just say strip mall.
Threw out a movie quote to me, and I was like, I don't. And she's like, "Well, you're short." And I was like, "Why did you call me short? I just didn't know the fucking movie." Anyways, let's go into this. Who would win in a fight? Don't vote yet. Don't vote until Riley says Kamahamagashgar.
That's close.
That was something in there. But when you do vote,
I like how he's looking off camera. I was like, holy fuck.
When he's
looking at the vote.
I thought he was looking off camera. Like, get me out of here.
Don't vote yet, Sean Mahoney. I
like the NECA figure. That's what I was looking at.
Oh yeah, nice. It's hard to find like the perfect pictures to do the transparent things for these, but it is a dope figure. Okay, when Riley says that, you are going to vote number 1 for the final chapter, Jason. You're going to vote number 2 for old Trapski McGaver, part 3, Jason. So when he says it, number 1 for part 4, number 2 for part 3. Riley?
Oh, Shizzle Gizengar.
Oh, Shizzle Gizenfuck. Vote now. Vote.
That just sounds
1.
like open the fucking bars up and let's have a party.
Go ahead and vote. I'm gonna go. I think I already answered this. I'm gonna go part 3 because to be fair, part 3 guy fucking got it done. He took an axe to the face, and that ended the movie. But he kept moving. He kept moving. He lived. Technically, final chapter, Jason fucking ate it. And he ate it from a little Smashing Pumpkins cosplay looking motherfucking Corey Feldman with a hatchet. He took it from Corey Feldman and he died. He died. He got brought back to life, but he fucking died. And because I love Richard Brooker and I love those traps and I love that guy's story, my vote is for part 3. But I will let you all discuss while I take a pee. And that rhymed. I didn't mean to.
Okay. Riley?
Yeah, so I know this is my idea, but this one is so hard. Richard Brooker is an absolute stud. The traps may be prosthetics. I hope Mike knows that. I don't want to ruin that for him. But it is an add-on to his shoulders. But Richard Brooker was shredded. Between him and CJ, arguably the two most chiseled, jacked Jasons there are. So there's that. If you're bringing the Jason actor into it, I mean he's a stud. But Ted White was, probably he was tall as hell. He's like 6'5", 6'6", and I think part 4 is a scarier Jason. I mean, he's trying to fucking sprint. I mean, he sprints out in the rain. That's scary as fuck. Yeah, that's pretty wild. But again, we're talking we're toe-to-toe fighting here. I'm literally just picturing an octagon and these two going at it, and it's hard to say that part 3 wouldn't win. I mean, he does take a lot of damage.
He's a big dude. He's a big dude, with his fake traps.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you consider part 4? Because I'm a little torn on it. Because I do like part 3, Jason, quite a bit, especially when he takes his mask off. He's like, I don't give a shit. Like he's gonna show himself. It's the first time you really see him without the mask on. Well, did they do it in part 2?
Yeah, at the end, but he's just got.
But this is the first time where he's kind of almost playing with his food when he's hanging off the rope, and he's kind of like, ugh. But part 4, would you consider part 4 the beginnings of the supernatural type? I mean, I know he's human-ish, but he almost feels like in part 4 that he's got an extra oomph to him.
Yeah, I mean, he literally does step out of the morgue, he comes back to life.
That motherfucker injected Monster energy drink right before he grabbed an energy drink right before he ran off. Yeah.
He doesn't do anything all that crazy though. I mean, he does. He's got the machete through the hand, right? And he doesn't really even flinch at that. But there is the whole the machete to the eye. That's obviously what drops him. But he doesn't do anything with an insane amount of power. In the movie.
That's where I think while aesthetically he looks great, like he looks awesome. I would say like you mentioned the octagon type of setting. I think Fake Traps Jason would fuck him up. Like I think that he would send him back to the morgue. I'll go with part 3 as well.
The only thing that I would say like maybe part 3 could potentially like lose is just because he's so uncoordinated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the way he runs,
very stupid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That motherfucker has had too many pumpkin spice ales.
Yeah,
it's like Mike with a mask on running down a dark alley.
That's pretty much exactly how I'd picture it. Yeah. I mean, he runs over to when the van gets stuck on the bridge, right? And he runs over to it, and that's one of the most uncomfortable moments. Some people find it terrifying. I'm just like, oh man, it's run so weird.
Well, have you ever thought, like, does it not seem like up until the remake anyway? So by the way, we're all in agreement as far as here, part 3 for us. Did it always feel like Jason got dumber with each sequel? Like his intelligence dropped up until the point of the remake where it was a little bit more like he was more of an outdoors kind of guy.
I think sometimes that, like, for the most part, you're right, and that does kind of play through. But I mean, even if you look at part 2, yeah, he's a survivalist and whatnot, but he does literally get tricked by a stranger in a sweater.
Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you got to be kind of
and I guess you could also make the argument that he's like his mind is like a little kid or something, like, you know.
Yeah, right. Like he didn't properly.
Yeah,
he didn't go to school, you know.
Yeah, and he watched his mom get fucking decapitated. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna go by the remake version of it, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
I do think he's pretty smart in 4, though. Like
he is.
In 4, he does a lot of Michael Myers things in 4. I think that's honestly kind of like why people tend to like him a lot in that, is because, you know, he's really sneaky in 4 for the most part. He deliberately puts bodies in places, which he does kind of mix throughout the franchise. He'll do that, but I mean, the way he takes Crispin Glover, for example, and hangs him from the door, like that's stuff that Michael would do.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's very interior decorator. Like, I'm gonna make sure this shit looks good. Yeah, it's weird. It's that is strange, and but you know, it always made me wonder, is Jason Voorhees the actual, you know, and this is getting, you know, Star Trek, fuck yeah, like geek, I get it. But like, is there any kind of, you know, intelligence left behind the actual brain of Jason Voorhees, or is all this just driven by just this pure evil, like, you know, in the case of Michael Myers? But Michael Myers always seems like he has more of a intelligence about him. Or an intelligent evil versus, you know, Jason's just this force of nature, like a Jaws, like a shark.
Stop voting, by the way, if nobody said it yet.
I didn't say it.
Yeah,
I'm an asshole. I was looking deep into Riley's eyes, and we were having a connection, and you fucking ruined it. But anyway, what do you think? I mean, in your opinion, do you think that there's anything left of Jason Voorhees, or is it all just, is he just like a mud person that's powered by Pamela Voorhees's desire for revenge?
I like to think that he's more intelligent than, you know, just somebody who's doing shit because he can. I like to, again, I could look at 4 on that. I like to imagine he's thinking ahead and planning things out, and he's doing it meticulously rather than just doing
just like instinct.
Yeah. But like a lot of the movies, I don't really show that. I mean, you can look at 6. He seems to be kind of a step ahead, and he seems to know what he's doing. 7, he's just running through shit. 8, who cares? He's just morphing all over the place. Jason goes to hell.
That's true.
Like, you can't even show it. Like, he doesn't do anything in that
Eating
movie.
Hearts. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, you know what's interesting is because I always felt like in the remake. I always felt like that showed an intelligent design to him because, I'm sorry, not the remake, Freddy versus Jason. And I know this is not part of the conversation necessarily, but in Freddy versus Jason, it felt like he got pissed off when it was revealed that Freddy was pretending to be his mother and manipulating him, and he got fucking pissed. So he made a decision on his own, and he was like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay, I'm gonna take your crackers and I'm gonna fuck you up. So I mean, he made it was like he made that decision to fuck Freddy up. So it's not like he's just being directed or puppeteered. So
I man, versus I'm conflicted on that one, because it almost feels like Freddy has to force a response, though. Like, it takes him a while to get to the point where he's like, do this, and he's a fucking pushover in verses as well. He's just like, okay, go to Springwood.
Yeah, that's true.
Go to Springwood and kill for me. Just it is his mom, and it makes yeah.
He's still like Donkey from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. The whole movie in verses, like, Jason is he's got these puppy dog eyes, which Ronnie, you loved, and I think it's ridiculous. He's not. There's nothing really scary about him other than the fact that it's Ken Kersinger, who's 280 pounds and 6'7". But aside from that, it's a very soft Jason, except for the actual battle itself. When he's running, there's one moment where he shines, and he's a badass. That's when he puts Freddy through the window and runs him down, and like goes through all the beams. Like, that's cool as shit. But then otherwise, he's just kind of stomping around.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you could
too. The field seat, the field party.
He goes after the hippity dippities.
Yeah.
Of course, that's a scene when it's not Ken Kersinger.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's not him. Yeah. Well, it's interesting because they fucked Kane Hodder on that, of course, and they chose a guy that appeared as Jason in Manhattan for one fucking scene.
Yeah.
When he got dunked into the garbage bin or whatever, they chose that dude. But I get it. But yeah, when you watch that film, you already know who the good guy, and I say that in quotations, is supposed to be. The way that they tried to, the narrative was, it's like, yeah, I get the puppy dog eyes, and I'm just a misunderstood beagle.
Yeah.
Won't you take me to your house? Yeah, it's like, oh my god, yeah, it was very much like that. But yeah, but I did feel it was interesting to me, is like when he got pissed, when Jason actually got pissed at Freddy Krueger. But you're right, he was pulling the strings the entire time, so you don't know if he was just.
And that was definitely the best of the. For at least from what I read from the Freddy vs. Jason scripts, they had that whole book that came out with all the different Freddy vs. Jason scripts they came out with, and they had some dumb shit. I mean, some of them, Jason was a full-on good guy in those scripts. I mean,
like we read, we did a full read-through once of the, God, I think it was like Nightmare 13. I think it was called. It was Nightmare, Nightmare 13, and that one he's like a teenager. Heart gets put into his body, he has like he has the emotions of the teenager, and he gets in the car, he gets in an ambulance with one of those people and drives off to kill Freddy. That script is ridiculous, but it probably would be insane. Probably would be pretty entertaining though.
And then at the end, he becomes like a full-on good guy too, isn't he? Like holding one of the people who died or something like that. Like it was bad.
He makes
and he lost his virginity.
Like he's not killing any of the teens in that movie. At first he's pissed, and then he learns to love them because he has the teen.
Oh my god!
Heart.
So bad.
I feel like the ending should have been Terminator 2 with his thumb just going down into molten lava at this point. It would just be like, oh my god.
What's his face actually wrote that script, the Nightmare 13? The guy in Titanic with the big beard. He's like, she's a really old goddamn liar. You know that guy? Yeah, that guy wrote that script.
Oh, that makes sense. He probably had orchestra playing in his fucking brain when he wrote it too. Yeah. It was very, it was a very emotional moment, a grounding moment. But we do have the vote. Give it to me. Okay, so vote number 1 comes in very strong on the wins. It's got 37. Okay, it's not something to laugh at. 37.
My guy's gonna win. My dude's gonna win here.
But then with a vicious uppercut, right to the nutsack, vote 2 has 46. Ooh, get out of my face.
Close, but my guy wins. Who'd you guys vote for real quick? Because I missed it.
We both
we went with
my dudes.
No, I think we agree with you. I don't remember which one vote 1 and vote 2 was, but
yeah, he said they both took 3. Yeah, perfect. I fucking love it. We were all in agreement. Fuck yeah. Friday the 13th, Part 3, Jason. Okay, real quick, we'll go into one more.
No, I gotta go pee.
Okay, you're good. I'll tell you when you get back. You're good. You're good. You're good.
All right, I'll be back.
Anthony Stamp said, reboot Jason versus Ghost Jason. Unless you're just doing official Friday the 13th movies, then pre-Uber Jason versus Part 3 Jason. I don't have the. I kept out the fan films on this one because there's so many. I didn't want to leave one out and have one in or whatever. Although Ghost Jason is a fucking badass.
Who did they say versus Ghost Jason?
Reboot Jason versus Ghost Jason.
Yeah, it's not a very fair battle anyway.
Yeah, who do you take in that one?
You got to give it to Remake. He's a fucking stud.
Yeah, he's a big motherfucker. Yeah, I'll go with you there. So I will answer that one there. And then pre-Uber Jason, I didn't include in this anyway because I just didn't want to convolute things too much. But pre-Uber Jason was technically just Jason, right? I mean, it was just same old Jason. He'd been captured and he was put up in there, so it's hard to.
I mean, he does do the opening scene alone is you can make an argument for pre-Uber Jason just because, like, I mean, he gets shot a lot and he kills like 20 guys in 2 seconds.
Yeah, including David Cronenberg. I think was the guy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, he has his moments there for sure. I mean, he is shot with those assault rifles and he just takes them. So
yeah,
there's something supernatural about pre-Uber Jason.
Some great kills in that movie too, man. James Roll said it was the Frankenstein boots for me. Those
in verses, yeah. Because he's already 6'7" and they put him in stilt boots like that, so he's like probably like 7'1" in those boots.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. Freddy vs. Jason never did it for me either. He was just kind of there, like he just kind of seemed like almost like a Walmart Jason in a weird way.
Yeah. Which
is probably unfair to say, but still. Dakota Buckner said, "What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late, but it's good to have Friday Night Fights back." Thanks, Dakota. Love you, buddy. JT Custom says, Baghead Jason versus Remake Jason. Jerry Egger says Part 6 versus Remake. What do you think? What's another idea you got up your sleeve that you'd like to see face each other there?
Well, let's see. Well, Baghead versus Remake's not fair. I mean, there's no Jason that's going to beat is going to lose to Part 2. Like, I think I could go take Part 2 in a fight. All right, I'm just gonna...
I do love him though. He's fucking wild with the stick, man. Just running through those goddamn woods.
Yeah, and he had to be smart. He had to do like creative things to pull off his kills because he's not going to be able to manhandle everybody.
Right.
So there's a lot of. I love Part 2. So
I do too.
But yeah, the guy's not. I mean, he literally fights Paul in the movie, and he doesn't exactly put up a great fight. I mean, I don't know. Any other Jason would have dominated the guy right there, but Part 2 kind of has a fair fight.
Yeah, that's true.
Is Roy in this mix?
I don't have him in the mix because he just felt too human to me. Like he'd get his ass. Like, who would you put Roy up against if you put him up against anybody?
Dude, Roy, I know Roy is like, he's human, right? Like he's just a freaking paramedic, but he does things that other Jasons can't. I mean, he bursts through a door like an absolute. I mean, he literally goes through a solid door like it's nothing. I mean, he gets hit by the tractor, and he gets like a lot of damage happens to him. He does a lot of really badass stuff that a normal human would not do. So that's why that movie can frustrate people, because they totally cheat the system. They're like, yeah, this is Jason. This whole movie, it's Jason. He's going to act like Jason. He's going to be just as powerful as Jason, but it's not Jason. That's why it pissed everyone off.
That's a good point, though. He did, I don't think he gets enough credit for the fights that he did put up. So let me ask you this then. Blu-ray Addict, that's a timely for what we're talking about. He says Baghead Jason versus Roy Jason. I feel like that, based on what you just said, you've sold me that could actually be a good fight.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I'd probably pick Roy.
Let's fucking do it. Let's do that. Let's do it. Let's give Roy some love, because he never gets some love, and maybe he doesn't deserve it because they did dick us over there a little bit. But I see exactly where the fuck you're coming from. Let me create a Roy here real quick. And let's do that one. I like that idea. It's different.
Can it just be fucking Dick Wien on the picture?
Just some fucking dude.
He was at Flashback. I just met him for the first time.
Oh no shit! Is he nice?
Yeah, he was really cool. Actually, most of the Part 5 cast was there. They were all awesome.
I bet they get pissed about that too. They're like, God, why did we have to be in the movie with no fucking Jason?
Yeah, but like I mean? the characters they're playing are also lovable, and I think I saw someone in the chat just mention how quotable it is.
Yeah,
and it is, man. There's just so many moments that are hilarious.
And you got the chocolate bar. You got that dude. Tell me the dude with the axe does not look exactly like fucking Phillip Rivers. I don't know if you follow football at all. But
me?
Yeah.
I showed you this earlier. Didn't you see it?
Oh, there you fucking go. There you go. Oh, dude, we gotta play. I'm fucking.
I still play football. Like I still try to play all the time.
That's fucking awesome. I love playing football. I was gonna join a flag football league actually recently, but it's on Sunday, so I'm like, I'm not gonna miss the fucking Packers game to play it. So
before I got this new job, this job I have now, I played semi-pro ball, and now I just don't have time. Man,
no
I try
shit.
to. Yeah.
What position do you play?
Honestly, I was all over the place. You want a funny story? Really quick.
Go ahead.
I can catch a ball, right? Pretty decently. So we'll take advantage of that all the time. Usually I'm tackle. I'll play tackle a lot or D-tackle. But because I can catch, we'll run a power side, like a power system where I'll play tight end. And everyone just thinks we're going to run the ball. So we'll run it over and over again as I'm at tight end. And then I'll check in as a eligible receiver. And then we'll run a little post route. Works every time.
You lost me at tight end.
Yep. You gotta get me in there, dude. It's the one sport I've always been naturally good at is football. I fucking love football. And I've been
what position you play? You quarterback?
No, wide receiver, man. I'm a little short white dude with surprisingly fast.
You're not that short, are you? How tall are you?
5'11". So NFL standards, I could have been a Wes Welker. I tell people that all the time. I could have been fucking Wes Welker if they had given me a shot. God damn it. But yeah, we gotta play some fucking football, dude. That'd be fun as fuck. Jay used to play all-time quarterback between me and his brother, and we would just fucking go at it. We'd have a great time.
Yeah, I was always accused of throwing the game for whoever I liked better that day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this kind of goes with my Kane Hodder story. I played college football, right? I broke my neck. Wasn't that big of a deal. Don't freak out.
This is all this stuff is like just raining upon us all this information I didn't fucking know, dude. What?
I broke my neck, and that's why I stopped playing football. But I had to be taken by my trainer to get an X-ray, and on the way there, he was making conversation with me, and that's when he was like, "I think somebody here is actually related to a horror icon." I was like, doubt it, dude. Okay.
Just
like,
fix my fucking neck.
Yeah. I seriously was never really in pain. All right. So it wasn't that bad. I just had stingers. Really. It felt like stingers.
Wow.
But yeah, he was like, yeah, I think someone's dad is plays Michael. I was like, I don't think so. That seems unlikely.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm serious. He's like one of the biggest. He's like the only person to play this character more than once or something. I was like, oh, so Kane. You're talking about Kane Hodder? Like, so Jason is what you mean? He's like, oh yeah, his name is Jace.
Crazy.
Yeah. It literally I
I'm
went to school with
you
Jace.
on a stretcher going, no, it's fucking Kane Hodder.
I was never on a stretcher, man. I know.
It's like you wake up suddenly and your neck is healed. Is he here? I'm good. Is he here?
Yeah. That's how I found out about it.
That's fucking nuts, dude. I did not know this. We gotta have beers.
If I wouldn't have broke my neck, I maybe would have never met Kane Hodder.
Yeah,
that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, that's awesome.
You could have just paid your $60 at a fucking convention like everybody else.
60?
But yeah,
it's
break your fucking.
But
neck.
like at that point in my life, I used to beg my mom to go to conventions, but she would never let me.
Oh.
But I just kind of forgot about them. It seemed like I never had like a craving to go to them. Of course I love them now. I go to them all the time. But Kane got me tickets to go to my first convention ever in Dallas.
No fucking awesome. Shit, dude.
Yeah. So that's how
badass.
my convention run started. But listen, crazy story, complete fluke, changed my life.
That's fucking awesome though, man. Here, me and Jay were like, I'm scared to talk to him. You go up to him. Like, no, you.
Dude, the first time we went to our first convention ever. I was like, we didn't know what the fuck to do. We were just walking around, and then we had those press badges, and we were like, hey, do you want to do an interview? Like, we just have this really shitty YouTube channel, but I mean, it'd be cool. And it was, holy fuck, dude, that's awesome. Like you had the ins, like as far as like Kane Hodder getting you the ticket. Was he there? Did you get to talk to him like the first time you went?
In Dallas? Yeah.
Yeah, in Dallas, yeah.
Yeah, he actually would he allowed us to skip everybody's, he'd pull us to meet Robert Englund. The only time I met Robert Englund, I skipped his entire 6-hour wait.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good benefit of that for sure.
Was he a good guy? Robert Englund?
Incredible. Yeah. So super. He overcharges like crazy for his autograph, but he kind of got it at this point. But unbelievably nice. And the reason his line takes 6 hours is because he won't stop talking to you.
Oh, is that what? Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Me and Jay got in trouble just for filming in the vicinity of Robert Englund once. Almost got our camera taken away for just being around, and we were dressed up as fucking Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis. We're like, we're not trying to film Robert Englund. We're just trying to be dumbasses and but yeah, no, that was a fun story too.
They're picky about that. Now he's on fucking Cameo. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking Derek. Derek B said, "Hey guys, I missed that beautiful face, Riley."
No, thanks.
Derek's a good guy, but he will try to jerk you off in the bathroom, just in case you don't know that. If you're
Dude,
at a
Derek,
Scarefest.
Derek's in the Fall Camp Blood. You know that?
I did know that. And
Yeah.
that makes total sense to me. I was texting him the other day, and I was like, you're like the." I forgot what he said to me. I said something like, "I don't like to be in the room with more attractive people than me," because we were talking about Spencer from Ice Nine Kills, and he was like, "You jealous?" Or something. I was like, "No, I don't want to be in the room with him because I don't like being in the room with more attractive people than me." He's like, "Well, you must be disappointed often." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're like the uglier version of me. Fuck you, Derek." And then that's just how we talked to each other. And it turned out I was filming him having sex with someone later on. I don't. That's pretty much how the thread went. But anyways,
Spencer is gorgeous, so.
He's fucking handsome and the voice. Come the fuck on, dude. Yeah. What a bunch of bullshit.
What are you talking about?
Spencer from Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I talk to him all the time.
How tall are you, Jay? Dante Trowell wants to know how tall you are.
6 foot flat.
That's a fucking lie.
No, it's straight up.
You're not
6 foot flat.
You're
yes,
not
I am.
6 fucking foot. You're lying.
Swear to God.
No
yeah,
fucking way. Get out the tape, baby. Let's fucking measure this shit.
We'll measure dicks and heights next time we're over.
Well, I'll definitely be winning one of those, and I'm shorter than you.
Yeah, Mike has a small fat wiener.
Yeah, girth or leg. That's a big
it looks like a goddamn doorstop.
Fucking coke can. What are you talking about? Any fucking way. Let's get into this vote because sorry, we've been yabbering on, guys. Just having a good time hanging out with our buddy Riley here. The next vote, and do not vote yet. The call sign for this one's going to be, ooh, goobers. So when I say that, you're going to vote. When I say that, you're either going to vote number 1 for Roy Burns, Jason, or you're going to vote number 2 for old Baghead Jason from Friday the 13th Part 2. If you guys are ready, ooh, goobers, vote now. Vote number 1, Roy Burns Jason. Vote number 2 for old Baghead Jason from the original Baghead.
Back to you, Riley. What do you think?
You want me to go first? You actually want me to go first?
Yeah, I really do. I'm just like, you're like the cool kid in high school that I'm just going to follow around with my trapper keeper, and hopefully you notice me.
Oh man, dude, everyone. It's funny now because we can, as horror fans, we're all think we're cool, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I think you guys are cool. I like to think you think I'm cool. But then we were like losers in high school. So
yeah.
Like all the horror fan. Ugh.
Yeah, it's weird when like your dorky shit becomes cool shit. Like, and that's the only reason that we're sitting here today is because one day people decided to give a fuck about Halloween. Mm-hmm. And we're like, oh my God, I can have dinner with my girlfriend's parents.
It's like anime, song, Long time you were a freak if you liked anime. Yeah. And now you're kind of cool.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly.
There's a line. Don't cross the line. There's a line.
Don't cross the streams, asshole. Do you know about Gozer?
All right, so Roy versus Baghead. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I don't think there's a lot of humans that would lose to Part 2, Jason. Honestly, it's just I hate to say it, but I don't feel like he's the toughest fellow in the world when it comes to hand-on-hand combat. He had to be strategic, keep his distance, etc. Roy fucking tore shit up. All right, man. That guy was he was in there bursting through doors, getting hit by tractors. I think if Part 2 got hit by that tractor, I had a feeling he wouldn't get back up. The guy's a stud. Until he suddenly,
I know, I love it. I love this.
For doing the draft. He's a stud.
I feel like Riley is becoming Max Kellerman, and we're talking about a boxing match that's upcoming, and it's the greatest thing ever. 100%.
I've been analyzing their technique a little bit. I just think Roy might have a little bit of a leg in terms of skill. His team has really pushed him far this year. A lot of training, a lot of hours in the gym. I think Roy's got this. He's got
good intangibles, Jim. Yeah. He's got good intangibles.
Good intangibles.
Sneaky quick. Oh, well, what do you think, Jay?
Man, that's look. The Roy. Okay. Man, I got to go with Baghead, and the only reason why I'm going with Baghead, he literally, his fucking mom got beheaded. Like, he's got a lot more fucking shit that's boiling inside of him, and he knows the land. He knows the layout of Crystal Lake. And as far as like, an intimidating presence, maybe not as much as Roy, but I think he knows the land a little bit better. And I feel like he'll strike like a fucking Cobra Kai. Like, strike first, no mercy. Roy, on the other hand, his fat son ate a lot of chocolate bars and got striked down.
But he was killed.
He was killed. But I don't know. Well, I guess that comes back to the notion. Is like, hey, is it worse to watch your mom get beheaded or your fucking son struck down for chocolate bars with an axe? I feel like I'm always gonna, like, for me, I just go with the OG of Jason, but I give all the respects to Roy personally, because
he's like Batman.
Roy was at the end of his rope. Like, this is a motherfucker that comes out of a Black Friday situation. He's looking at his credit card bills and he's like, I got nothing left. Like, I get Roy. I like just on a personal level, like, I get Roy. But I just gotta say, like, Jason himself in part 2, like, old Baghead Jason, man.
Yeah,
Deadly.
I'm gonna say, man, it's great. And stop voting, by the way. I think everybody's Iron Wolf said it. Roy wasn't born into this; he joined it. And like, I gotta say, like, if you asked me this question an hour ago, I'm gonna be full frontal male nudity with you. I'm still gonna go back at Jason.
Stand up.
I have a soft spot in my heart. The way that dude fucking runs down those goddamn hills like a fucking crazy person and fucking comes in like that Cotton Eye Joe song through the window, just fucking going crazy.
Yeah.
I love the way he moves. I like his jib. I like the cut of him. Like, I find something in myself in that one eye hole fucking crazy son bitch. Baghead Jason. I think he's wild enough. I think he's Tasmanian devil enough to take down Roy. But I do have to say this. An hour ago, if you asked me that question, I'm like, that's a stupid fucking question. It's fucking Baghead Jason. Riley got me thinking, because I didn't even think about that. Like, everybody shits on Roy. It's not his fucking fault. Like, nobody fucking hates Batman because he doesn't have superpowers. You know what I mean? Like, Batman's more revered than regular superheroes because he just does it with good old fucking grit and determination. You know what I mean? And he manages to match those people.
He lost both his parents. He's pissed.
He did. He did lose his parents. That was sad.
That's the only. Listen, if you lost your parents, you're going to win the fight.
That's
Jay's
Jay's
argument.
Pretty good point. Yeah, that's strong. That's a strong argument.
That's true.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if that pays off. But like Roy, you really turned me on to Roy a little bit there, as far as like that guy gets a bad fucking rap. You know what I mean? Yeah. He does get a bad fucking rap. It's not Roy Burns' fault.
It's weird. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to hate to watch Friday the 13th Part 5. I would skip it because I'm like, well, that's not Jason. And I never really appreciated it until I got older. And when I was watching it, I'm like, honestly, it's a good fucking movie. And he's a great villain. Like, and I'm like, I get what they were trying to go for. I felt like people were just, they felt cheated when they went to the theater and they were expecting Jason Voorhees to return from the grave and, enact, the vengeance. And then they're like, oh, who the fuck is this with the dressed up bald cap and shit? I felt like that's the reason why it got such a bad reputation. But as a movie itself, watching it later on, it's a solid fucking flick. And Roy is an actual really good bad guy. But I've always given it up to the OG Jason, man. Like, I mean, that guy's seen some shit, Jim. like he's seen some shit. And he was raised by goddamn wolves or some shit, or beavers.
In future Friday night fights, you need to the first thing you need to ask every time is, do they have a good relationship with their parents?
Yeah.
And that's what it's going to come down to.
It's absolutely fucking important card, dude. Oh shit! Have we got a vote yet?
I haven't got one yet.
Okay, must be a tough one.
We just
unless everybody just fell asleep. Unless everybody fell asleep.
That's a good matchup though. That honestly is a very, very fair matchup.
As that, yeah, that's why you're here, Raleigh. That's a great idea.
Oh man, this one is a close pubic hair. Holy shit.
Here we go.
Okay, so vote number 1. We're coming in hot at 40.
Oh, okay.
Good
numbers.
One.
Solid.
This is close.
Solid.
Oh man. Okay. So vote number 2 comes steamrolling in and says, "Oh my God, I almost had you," but they have 44, so they win.
Shit. So close. Hey, who'd have thought Roy Burns would get this kind of fucking
Roy
respect?
Burns, man, ekes it out.
Roy Burns got some respect tonight.
Why is the Moonlight Killer here?
Dude, hey,
that's impressive, man.
Roy Burns is basically he's basically Rocky Balboa in Rocky 6. He lost, but he won. And he walked out of there with his fucking head held high, and he fucking won.
Roy Barnes is like Tommy Gunn in Rocky 5. It's like, he's like Rocky's like, my ring's outside. He's like, oh yeah, like he'll take that shit to the fucking ground. That's
All
it,
right.
man.
I got hang on, let me answer these. Motorcycle says Baghead fell after a nut shot. Roy got stabbed in the Hokies and kept going. Roy just got more physical.
That's true.
Another good point for Roy from Motorcycle. Maximum Mac makes me want macaroni and cheese says next call sign needs to be a dead fuck. That is absolutely the next call sign. Absolutely Maximum Mac. Let's do one more because I don't like Raleigh. You just got off a stream. Well, I've been having a fucking blast. This 2 hours.
This has been fun, man. This has been a great time.
Looks like I had nothing to do with my life.
I gotta let my daughter and her friend out of her room. It's like, no, you can't come out of your room with your friend.
Did you send them there? Like they were in like a prison camp?
Well, they hang out
there. You go to your room and wait
for
me to knock on the door 3 times.
They hang out there anyways all night long. We just said, hey, for these next 2 hours, you guys just stay contained so that I don't ruin your fucking childhood with something disgusting.
I like how you're talking with your
dad said. Yeah.
Just like stay contained.
I always talk with my hands.
It elongates sometimes.
Let's do one more. Let me throw this out to you guys. I'll let you guys confirm or deny that I think this is a good one because I got to get Reboot Jason in there because I love him so much, and I don't think we've talked about him, but we haven't had him in a fight yet.
So Derek Mears.
What do you guys think about Reboot Jason, Derek Mears versus Jason Takes Manhattan Jason? Do you think that's a good one?
Actually, I actually don't know how I vote.
I could go with it, yeah.
Okay, so that's a good one then. So let's fucking do it.
Just as far as like physical prowess, yeah. I mean,
yeah, like I was looking out, I was taking a look see here, and I thought, what's a good finale that we can really go with? And I really just wanted to get Reboot Jason in there because I love him so goddamn much.
Hey Riley, before the vote like sounds off, Derek Mears, Friday the 13th, the remake versus Rob Zombie's Tyler Mane, Michael Myers. Who do you have?
Ooh, that's a good one,
dude.
And I know this is guys, you don't vote on this, but this is just a personal question.
I've had like this conversation many times. Okay, I've had therapy sessions trying to figure this one out. Dude, Tyler Mane, like its thing is like you're putting Tyler Mane versus Derek. I would pick Derek. Yeah, but like, dude, Michael in Rob Zombie's Halloween is bonkers. And it just like, I mean, he destroys a whole house with his.
He took out on a man that was taking a shit and didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Trucker
that's
too.
Exactly.
You don't fuck with truckers when they're.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody know that.
No.
But Derek Mears might fuck him up. I don't know. Like the Jason that they portrayed in the remake might fuck up the.
Well, like what does remake Jason do to display like a lot of power? You know, like he does a lot of smart. I mean, he's huge. All right, but like he does a lot of creative, smart things to get the kills in that movie.
Right.
There's not much of him. I mean, like Tyler Mane literally like chucks bodies around, and then he takes a bullet to the face and suddenly lives in Halloween 2. I don't know.
Do you feel like the setting would be more important? Because obviously, if the Tyler Mane version of Michael Myers was in the forest or in the wooded area, Derek Mears is going to have more of an advantage, just as if Derek Mears was in the urban setting, that Tyler Mane may have more of an advantage. Is it setting more than brute strength?
Yeah, maybe weapons. Are the weapons involved in this?
Yeah, you could totally use it. Yeah,
because I mean, Jason, he literally uses a bow and arrow in the remake, so he could totally
motherfucker Robin Hood.
Yeah, keep his distance if he.
It'd be like Call of Duty from like a suburban window, shooting somebody in the street.
He does move faster too. Like Jason, he sprints in the remake.
He does.
Yeah.
So,
but the thing about Jason in the remake, the only thing I remember, I love that movie. I remember a lot of things, but one of the specific things that stood out to me is the fact that he dug like tunnels and shit. Like he had this thing planned out, like a very survivalist camp. So when people came into his world, he was ready to take it down. I don't know how well he would have survived outside of the element that he's so used to. So it is a toss up. If you put them in the octagon ring, as far as brute strength, it's a
good matchup.
That's a good matchup.
Yeah, I'm not even sure where I'd go with it. Derek Mears' kickboxing skills will come into play.
If he Van Dammed roundhouse kicked fucking Tyler Mane's Michael Myers, that would be the greatest thing I've ever seen.
That's the Michael versus Jason I'd want to see, though. Am I right? Yeah. Like if I want to see Tyler Mane away from Rob Zombie's directing faced off against Reboot Jason. That would be fucking cool as shit. But That's a good fucking question. All right.
I mean,
Oh, sorry,
I have one more point I want to just ask about because I
Go
never
ahead.
put much thought into this.
Mhm.
Remake F-13. Did he didn't dig those tunnels? Did he?
I always assumed he did. I don't know. I mean, unless they were pre-dug. I mean,
They're like mining. Like they're supposed to be like mining tunnels. It doesn't make any fucking sense at a summer camp. But I don't even know if it's said in the movie.
Yeah, that's true. It never really specified. I just assumed he did it as a way to move quickly.
The tunnels, that's bonk.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
he had a fucking shovel from Lowe's.
Yeah, I guess he has time.
And he dug through.
Hey, fucking Rambo did it in Last Blood, right? And like, it's not like he has TikTok. I mean, he has nothing to do with his fucking time. You know,
but you're
so
right. But no,
he's
he's absolutely right. It's never specified in the films if he actually dug those tunnels.
Good, but we've always just assumed he dug them. But you're right, Riley. Yeah. Maybe he didn't dig them.
Maybe his mom dug them.
I thought I saw in like one of the.
Clean your fucking rope, Jason.
Yeah, she was trying to get away from her husband.
Yeah,
I thought I saw in one of like the behind the scenes things. This would have been like back in 2009, like right so when it first came out. I thought I saw like, or one of the producers said that he like found these tunnels. Like, what if they happen to have mining tunnels underneath here or whatever?
Yeah,
and maybe you might be able to see a rail. Like there might be an actual like cart.
A mining kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, let's just fucking ask the writers on Twitter.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Let's just go watch the movie. Right.
Yeah.
Let's go watch it. Yeah.
Hey, here comes the impromptu commentary.
Jamie, pull that up.
I wanted a Jamie so bad. But honest to God, we should just ask the writers on Twitter. The writers should be able to fucking tell us, right?
But they're cool about that stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
Don't they respond all the time?
It's Shannon and Swift,
absolutely,
right?
yeah.
Those guys. Yeah, they seem like awesome dudes. Like, let's do that fucking tonight.
Totally.
Tag you in it. Okay, all right. Let's get to this fucking count. Last count of the night, everybody. Hey, dude, it's been a fucking blast having you on the show.
Man, it's been great.
First off,
yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Appreciate you having me, boys.
Dude, could go all night long. And yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
Goddamn tripod. I like it.
Fucking yeah.
Feels good.
All right, so the call sign is going to be a dead fuck. So when I say a dead fuck, you're going to fucking vote number 1 for Reboot Jason, or you're going to vote number 2 for Jason Takes Manhattan Jason. Are you ready? A dead fuck. Vote number 1 for Reboot Jason. Vote number 2 for Jason Takes Manhattan Jason. Who wins in a fucking fight for it all?
By the way, guys, don't base it on the movies. Base it on the actual character.
Absolutely.
Honestly, based on the movies, still might be a close battle.
Oh fuck!
You didn't like the remake?
I love the remake. I like Jason Takes Manhattan.
You do?
I hate it so bad with the Fire of 1,000 Suns. He took a fucking boat from a lake to an ocean. How does that happen?
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean. Anyways,
but
no, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, so what was the in your opinion, Riley? Manhattan Jason taking his fucking camera died because he's doing something naughty over there. I think it was no, that's bullshit.
Came with the battery. What are we doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Manhattan Jason taking on the remake Jason. Do you feel like it's overmatched? Oh, fuck, that scared the shit out of me, dude. You look like a goddamn deranged magician. Anyway, the Manhattan Jason taking on the remake Jason. Do you feel like it's overmatched because the Manhattan Jason at this point is very supernatural though? Like he is a fucking David Copperfield with like Tyson like strength.
Yeah. I mean, because we're literally talking about fighting, and Jason punches somebody for the first time in Manhattan.
Yeah.
I just fucking head off, bro.
Yeah, so I feel like that's a worthy point to bring up because he does punch somebody.
It's like a TikTok video that went wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, other than okay, there's that part of him absolutely just beast moding a dude's head off, and then there's the fact he morphs. I mean, the dude fucking teleports in the movie. There's no denying it. I don't know, like
that's true. Yeah, 100%.
That's just called poor writing, is all that is. But the dude literally teleports.
That's just lazy writing.
Yeah, but like, what else does he really do in the movie to show how tough he is? You know, it's a slow movie because they're on a fucking boat the whole time.
Yeah, he kills somebody with a guitar.
Yeah, I thought. Dude, that girl didn't really hit him with a guitar.
To be fair, though, there is the coal scene There's the fucking sauna scene where he has the hot coal and he fucking pushes it through the chest. That was pretty cool.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good scene.
It's almost more impressive to me that he picked up the coal in the first place.
Yes.
But he is wearing gloves.
That's true. That's true.
They're like paper thin.
Yeah.
You know. To be honest, I got to go with Manhattan Jason myself personally, just to win this fight. If it's a straight up fight, Manhattan Jason is full on fucking ghost. Like he's got the Game Genie loaded into the NES. He can cheat code his way through whatever he wants to. You got tunnels, bro? I'll cheat code my way through it. I don't care. Where you gonna pop up? I know. like he's already got it. But I feel like Manhattan. I feel like Manhattan Jason was always it stunk of. The reason why I didn't like it, it really just stunk of like trying to make money off of it. And they could even film in New York. They had to film in Canada for parts of it too. And I'm like, shit, you have that great, awesome, badass scene in New York Times where Jason's standing there. It's Kane Hodder and he's doing the breathing thing. It looks fucking amazing. And then you find out you fucking shot in Canada. You sons of bitches.
that scene was actually in downtown Manhattan, though. I think they got
I said scene. No. That scene was, but most of it, like the dock thing, was Quebec or I don't remember.
All of the alleyways, it's all in Vancouver.
Yeah. But as far as like just pure force, I mean, doesn't Jason get thrown in toxic sludge or some shit, and he still's like, that feels good. Well, that was a night bath.
It turned into a baby Jason.
Well,
like a fucking Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, like how do you, in terms of how both these Jasons end up dying, it is very weird for Jason Takes Manhattan. I mean, she shrivels up into a little boy.
Stop voting, by the way. I think
so I mean, it's not like the remake Jason's gonna be like, hey, if I throw like a sprinkler on you,
I'll just remind him of his bad childhood.
Yeah.
Win.
But I mean, but even in a straight up fight though. Like Kane Hodder versus Derek Mears, like as far as dude, that I would watch that UFC 68,000, whatever it would be.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just saying, like specifically those characters. I just feel like the Manhattan Jason would probably ruin the remake Jason.
Yeah,
just because the supernatural element to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, I think Jason Takes Manhattan might be the worst movie in the franchise in terms of displaying what he's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's just kind of like things just happen in that movie, and we have to just follow along. We're passing time. That's all we're fucking passing time.
That's
before
true.
Times Square comes into it. That's all that's really happening.
Yeah.
Boring.
There's no real chase scenes. He just kind of pops up and you're dead. He uses creative weapons throughout the whole movie, and then eventually we just get to the whole sewers, and then we're finally in a chase, and not much happens with it.
Did you feel like that was such a cop out though when they did the whole thing in the sewers, and it's like, oh, if I turn this fucking water spout on, he's gonna turn back into the little boy and be like, ooh, fucking a fish out of water, and then it's like, what? Am I supposed to feel bad for him? No, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and because what it's supposed to be some sort of toxic sludge shit, right? Like that, but man, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know
toxic sludge I saw, it turned little turtles into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they almost made that
turned him into an asshole.
Movie too. So what's your who do you think wins that, Riley?
I just feel like out of respect for what this franchise is, I'm gonna have to pick the remake because it's hard. If Part 8 wins anything, I mean that's a problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. And I get what the chat's saying too. Like, so Manhattan, he does knock someone's head off with one punch.
Yeah,
and he does teleport, which is something you made a good fucking point about that. And you're right, Jay. He is. As we talked about this earlier, like Manhattan is supernatural. We don't know his reboot's supernatural. Not does he seem to be at the end, kinda, but I just can't imagine for me. Just looking at them face to face, I just feel like Kane Hodder in that movie doesn't feel nearly as the physical specimen that Derek Mears.
I can't wait for you to tell him this. Tell him at Scarefest.
Yeah, I'll tell him to his face, and then I will give him.
But I mean,
mini
it's
coupons.
True though.
I'll give him a
if you look at Part 7 Jason versus Part 8 Jason, it's the same fucking guy, but it's very different Jasons.
Right. So I just feel like you put those two in an octagon cage, like Jay said earlier. I feel like Derek Mears tears them a fuck apart. Like I can't, in my mind's eye, like I know all the reasons. So I get exactly what you're saying. Why Jason takes Manhattan. Jason should win, but I just look at him and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with my gut on this one. I feel like reboot Jason fucks him up.
Man,
so
I don't want to be the odd girl out.
But we'll see what the chat says.
But I gotta say Manhattan Jason myself, and only because of the supernatural aspects. I mean, we're talking about Jason versus Jason. Of course, in a street fight, Derek Mears versus Kane Hodder. I mean, Kane Hodder does work out a lot, but Derek Mears.
Kane Hodder's seen some shit though.
He's legit. He's a big motherfucker. Yeah. But I mean, I'm talking about like the actual characters of the Manhattan Jason taking on, you know, the remake Jason. I feel like the remake Jason would get lost after a while. You know, the fact that this motherfucker is popping up everywhere. And then, like, you know, at one point he's down in the tunnels with you with a Starbucks coffee in his left hand and a machete in his right.
Picture that too.
And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot to kill you real quick. I you know, like, I don't know. I feel like the and I don't like Manhattan at all. I don't like, as a movie, I don't like it. But as far as the power behind Jason, I feel like it was at an all-time high in Manhattan. I think it carries over into Jason Goes to Hell, but as an all-time high before the eating of the hearts things happen in Goes to Hell, I feel like he was at maximum fucking Pokemon level. Like, you raised this bitch well. Like, so I'm gonna go with that one. All right. But, you know, it is, you know, I don't want to, you know, I love you both.
It's okay.
And I want to have a picnic, all of us, in Colorado. So
on the top of the mountain.
Yeah, it will be great.
Do we have a vote in yet?
Yeah, we do have the vote.
Oh, fucking here we go. Last vote of the night, people get ready.
The vote came in. So coming in at vote 1, and just a Hulk Hogan power slam, Andre the Giant body slam, first time at 50. Vote 1 at 50.
Fucking shit. That's a lot.
But then Marty Jannetty from the Rockers.
Marty
says, guess what's going to happen? The Rockers are going to fucking take this over, but it's just too short. At vote 2 at 36.
Oh, it's way short. Way fucking short.
But Marty Jannetty, you know, Marty Jannetty had a hard life. You know, Brutus the Barber Beefcake slammed his face through the glass. Never the same.
Would love to tell you a story about Marty Jannetty sometime.
You know, have you met him? Have you met? Oh my God, really?
I spent a whole night with Marty once.
Dude.
Oh, that sounds
I've been watching some interviews and documentaries on him. Is he as crazy and wild as?
Yeah. Dude, it was fucking ridiculous.
Tell me a little.
And then he admitted he killed somebody after that.
I heard that. I heard about that. Holy shit, man.
Hey boys, we're still alive here. We're still.
Yeah, I forgot for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, we're off the air, so whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Marty Jannetty, he seems like a cool. Was he cool though? Like to kind of hang out with and drink a couple of beers, or was it like kind of scary?
Really quick story. It's a funny story, and I'm glad it happened. But like, what happened is he got so drunk and stupid and was being inappropriate that his handler couldn't handle him, and she asked us to take him because he was being so rambunctious.
Excuse me, young gentleman with the beard. Can you please wrangle up Brutus the fucking Beefcake for us?
It's fucking Marty Jannetty, dude, from the Rockers.
I mean, I put Marty to bed that night.
Oh my God, dude!
And then he lost his title belt.
You're gonna be at Scarefest, right? You're gonna be at Scarefest.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about this shit because I want to know, because Marty, that seems fucking interesting as shit to me.
What?
It was.
That's
dude, because you gotta understand, Marty Jannetty. Like, I thought that dude was gonna be at the level of like of Shawn. I thought he was gonna be like, you know, after Shawn betrayed him or whatever in the WWF, that Marty was going to come back and like do this whole vengeance thing and like be his own guy. Holy shit. But I saw a recent interview with him, and that motherfucker is like, he's out there. He's gone.
I think I have a picture on my phone. If you give me a second, I might be able to find it.
Hey, go ahead. Jay, I keep telling you, man, we got to go to more of these conventions. We could be putting wrestlers to sleep at night.
I don't want to fucking go put a wrestler to sleep when their handler's like, I can't handle him. Hey, take him from the bar.
Honestly, Kevin Nash would be laying us to bed. He'd be like, here you go, you fucking assholes.
Kevin Nash would fuck us up. Kevin Nash hates us. I could tell by his eyeballs when we were walking through Scarefest.
Really?
Oh, dude, we were just having a conversation 42 feet away from his booth. Like, we were literally a football field away from his booth, and he just starts eyeballing us. And then his handler comes up and is like, do you guys want an autograph? Or are you just gonna fucking stand here all day? And we're like, Jesus Christ, sorry,
I was like, I didn't even know.
That sucks.
Well, we were also across the way from Virgil. So
you guys are probably literally sitting on his fucking table. We were a football field away. We're chilling on his table.
They're just sitting on his lap.
Yeah, Virgil was like, "Hey, did you guys go to the bathroom? I took a picture.
$100." While you're looking that up, we'll grab the last super chats of the night here. Bat Seal says, "Are you guys going to start Wednesday streams again?" We sometimes we do these streams on Wednesday. Sometimes we do them on Friday. We felt like we were oversaturating you guys with content. Is basically what was happening. We were doing 3-hour streams on Wednesday, 3-hour streams on Friday, videos in between. We felt like people were getting sick of us, so we kind of leaned into the direction of doing live streams once a week just to make them feel better, and it feels like that's working out a little bit. That's not to say we won't ever do 2 streams a week. Who knows? We might cross the streams. We might get naked. Might spread our butt.
We got to have Riley back, though.
Anything could happen.
I fucking every week, boys.
Agree with that.
Can't get rid of me now.
No, man.
Can't get rid of me now. I'll be here every
internet
week.
Forever.
I can't find the fucking picture.
Oh, no. Guess what?
Another time.
Lost your chance.
It's over now.
I swear to God, dude, I really want to see that. Like, if we meet up on Scarefest, like, for sure, like, if you got that, I want to know. Because Marty Jannetty, to me, like, the whole Rockers thing, the whole, like, the Dark Side of the Ring, the documentaries that have come out, I feel like there should be a whole Rockers, like, what happened. Like, I mean, that shit is so interesting to me. Like, that's fucking awesome.
I have a picture somewhere of him that's autographed that says, "Thanks for the help last night."
Nice. You should turn that into a totally different story, dude. You should turn that into a whole different story.
It's like, oh my God, that's
you
so
should
cool.
Sell that to Dark Side of the Ring. But man, he was up there and he was like, "Hey, dude, I just need some help. I just need some help. I'm into bearded dudes."
That's some good shit, man. I love that. That's so cool.
Mercurio80 says, "Hey guys, I'm headed out. I'm going to take my heart pills and that got me out for the night. Good call, Mercurio. Take care of your heart. Take care of yourself. Fucking love you, dude. awesome guy." Dakota Buckner says, "Jay, I was wondering if I can get Slender Man's thoughts on Taco Bell and their new crispy chicken sandwich taco." That's not new, by the way. It's like the 3rd time they brought that bitch back from the dead. That shit's been around longer than fucking Jason came back from the dead more often. But Slender Man's thoughts on the new crispy chicken taco.
Yeah. So you go to Taco Bell, and instead of getting a chalupa or a gordita, you say, "Can we get a chicken sandwich?" If you dumb, we don't think so. You drove up. You knew it was Taco Bell. It was tacos. And you said, "Can we get a chicken sandwich?" Well, we got a problem with you right now because you know that's illegal in most states. You go to a KFC, get yourself a double-decker or whatever they had. Chicken sandwich or Taco Bell, you might as well be spreading diseases. That's stupid. Get out of my face. Today.
Anthony Stamp said, "This is a really fun Friday night fight. Can we
I had a good time, man.
This was a great time." He said, "Can we do something like this again with the Michaels in October? Consider it fucking done, my friend." And thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, and by the way, Riley, if you want us to come on Slash and Gas, we'll be available.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't want to lower the actual grade value down.
Y'all want me to come over and make some fucking skitty?
While he rubs his nipple.
Yeah, dude. I definitely would. I'd love to have you guys on rubbing your nipples. That'd be great.
Yeah. This is fun, man. I think this is great. I mean,
I just haven't streamed for shit in the last I don't know since April basically.
I think I was on your show in April. I was the last stream. Everybody said no more.
They saw
me on your show and they said no more.
It might have happened.
Get out.
It might have happened.
Get out of the internet. David Nagel III says, "Hey fellas, who would y'all choose? H18 Myers versus Part 4 Jason? Real quick, do have no advantage. They'd fight inside a laser quest."
H18 versus Part 4 Jason.
Yeah, Courtney versus Jason. I'm gonna quickly take James shoot Courtney. I think he's been through some shit. He's seen some shit, and once again, Part 4 Jason got taken out by Tiny Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan, fucking Corey Feldman. How badass could he be? I'm going to 2018.
Riley?
Oh man, I feel like it's a little more complicated than how Mike explained. All right.
I agree. He explained that with crayons and a coloring book. But I liked it. I followed along with it. It was a good time.
I'm just a rat in a cage. So
what?
Billy Corgan.
I don't know. I'll give it to James. I'll give it to him. Let him have it.
Yeah, you will.
I just met him for the first time, by the way.
He
was a dude. He's a lot like Derek, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah.
I never met him. We never
won't come on our show. Won't do it.
No.
What?
Yeah. He said I got in touch with him. He's like, yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Hit up Linda, and I was like, okay, I'll hit up Linda, and then like never heard from him again. He saw our channel. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, he's weird about that.
No, won't do it. No.
Like I think he
never
I
said
think
no
he's
to
gonna be
my
like,
face.
well, whose dick do you think is bigger, yours or Jason? Well, is that a normal question?
Honestly,
I don't think so.
I wouldn't come on our show either. So
I wouldn't either. Like no fucking way.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you, Riley. I don't know why the fuck you did, but I would.
But I would take James too. I would take James.
There we go. That's a three-way. That's what you call a tripod circle jerk. Bat Seal says, "Wish me luck with that girl, everyone. Love you all. Bye." Riley, any tips for Bat Seal who's going to be hitting on a girl tomorrow?
That's a good question.
Everything you heard here, avoid that in context.
Yeah.
I'd say, don't make dick jokes.
That's not true, but okay. Yeah.
No,
like afterwards, after you know her.
Yeah.
No, that's it. That's my
That's
only
a
advice.
go-to, really.
Yeah.
Well, Riley,
Jay said just whip it out and show it to her. So
I didn't say. I did not say that. I did not say that. Santiago said that on the chat. I like how Mike's putting. Who the fuck are you, a politician?
Putting dicks in your mouth? Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
No, you just put your fucking words in my mouth.
Tuesday
no,
and Thursday
but Riley, how long does it take in the relationship before you talk about dick talk?
Pop.
But yeah.
Wait, how long for what?
Like if you're talking about dick talk, if you're like, hey, my wiener's really hard.
I don't think.
So interesting story about me. I'm just kidding, dude. I've been with my fiance since I was a freshman in high school. So for
long
me,
term,
probably took a little bit longer to start talking about my dick.
Wiener talk.
Old dick talk.
Yep.
The old dick talk took a while.
Twist it.
The old dick twist.
Yeah, the old.
Grab his dick and twist it.
So I would say if you're gonna wait as long as I did, you should. I mean, you'll definitely be safe. You wait that long, I think you waited long enough.
By the way, as I mentioned earlier, my 11-year-old has a friend over, and we put them in their room, and I was trying to be as clean as I could.
This was all coming through your speakers.
And then, well, that's not that, but like I waited this entire time. We were 2 hours and 30 minutes into this stream, and I did pretty good. And all of a sudden, it came over me, and I just screamed really loud in the middle of the house, "Grab his dick and twist it!"
Your goddamn Bill Bixby in the Incredible Hulk TV show.
That's the one thing they heard all night long is grab his dick and twist it. Like, what's your dad do? What's your dad do, bro? Oh God, I fucked that up. Yep.
I gotta say, man, it's been a fun ass stream though. I really loved it. It's been really fun. And Mike, this is actually really you've popped our virgin asses, Riley, and I like it. We've never had co-host ever the entire stream.
That's true. That's a fact.
Wow.
That's
what
a fact.
Honor.
And it feels good. And you know what? I might schedule an appointment next week.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Sign me up.
Fucking crazy awesome, dude. Couple more
awesome.
super chats real quick. Solo Pilot says, best Jason, take remake Jason's height, part 3 Jason's build body, a mix of Kane Hodders, and remake Jason's performances, mannerisms, and movements.
What the fuck are you saying?
I was like, what were you built in a fucking computer?
Yeah,
that is the perfect
that's too
Jason.
much.
I can't disagree with him though.
It's like how
Uber
Bumblebee
Jason.
got built.
Yeah, Uber Jason. Yeah, throw a spaghetti
I don't know what the
strainer
fuck you're
on
saying.
his face. Throw a spaghetti strainer on his face, and then you got Uber Jason. Completely.
Yeah, it's fucking Super Shredder. Like, I don't know what you're saying.
Put a cheese grater on his fucking mouth, and you're good. Super Shredder. Yeah, like you just said it. Logan Hennessy, doctor said there was some minor muscle damage and dead blood hardened behind my calf. He told me to take the weekend off work, but everything will be okay. Hey, Logan's gonna fucking make
all right,
it, guys.
Logan.
Good to
Good
hear,
stuff,
buddy.
man.
Good fucking here. Good news from the doc. I hate it when I get dead blood behind my calf muscle, but you do get to take the weekend off of work. No, glad to hear it, buddy.
That's crazy, man. That's fucking awesome.
Eggshin wants to know if KFC is still open. Frank,
no.
get in the car. Get in the car, Frank.
Yeah. He said too much.
Jesse Deadeye says, hey guys, titties. I love that. I love titties. Matt. I love you.
Titties.
Titties.
That's all he wants to say.
Dirk Hall says, what's up to the Wham fam and my big homie Riley from Dirk Hall.
Woo.
What up?
What up?
Dirk the Dick. Big Dick and Dirk. And we should end
Riley
the show on
said,
that fucking
"What up?" Like Suge Knight. What up with that late fee?
Hey. Riley, thanks for coming on the show, dude. That was fucking awesome.
You got to come back, Riley. I mean, for real,
Absolutely.
dude.
I'll think about it for sure.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah,
awesome.
like
I appreciate you guys having me. It's always
But-
always a blast. Anytime I get to talk to you, anywhere,
Hell
anytime.
yeah. And we're gonna party this October. No doubt
So yeah,
about
for
it.
sure.
No.
I already booked my Airbnb, boys. So if you want to tear that shit up, I'm in.
Oh,
Let's
we'll get
do
inside
that.
of
Holy shit,
We're
that's
gonna go
awesome.
there. It's gonna be awesome. Fucking.
Do you want me to bring my Xbox?
Yeah, I think we can pull it off.
What's
We'll get online and fucking ruin kids' lives on Fortnite.
shit.
I swear to God.
Bring the game genie, bro.
Nintendo
The
Plus.
Mortal Kombat. But yeah, guys, Riley, you can find him, Slash and Cast. And when this is done, I will put a link down below. Check out Slash and Cast, subscribe to him. Make sure you guys check out Roseblood, upcoming Jason fan film based on Part 7 Jason. That looks fucking dope as shit.
Amazing.
And there's only a couple days left to back that, and there's some cool perks and shit for that. Abso-fucking-lutely. Fucking love you, Riley. You're fucking awesome, dude. Thanks for coming, man.
Thanks, Riley.
Yeah, thank you, boys. Love you too.
Love you,
Hey,
man.
Pleasure.
Let's get naked in the fucking shower.
Yeah.
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 Whoa. Love you guys. Good night.